Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 103. Brian is not here. He's in Washington, D.C.
It's in our nation's capital, doing live coverage from...
Yeah, he's man on the street.
He's man on the street today.
I'm Mike. That's Al.
I'm Al.
This is Bob, the warmonger.
Yo. We just had a little bit beautiful, easy listening for you guys.
Yeah. Little Palm Broadway.
Little, little pillow talks,
Yeah,
some music for you.
For all you kids
for all
out
you
there.
kids out there enjoying the night. Beautiful evening.
Or you could go ahead and chime in about my ponytail. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, Morgan's not here to insult your hair tonight.
Not yet.
He'll be in here. And
He'll be here.
And he'll try to trigger you,
Yeah.
get you mad.
Yeah.
As he does, as happens.
Yes.
No, that'll never trigger me.
No. It seemed to have last time. You seemed a little upset.
No, I wasn't.
Come on.
Nope, not one
You
bit.
were.
I like my ponytail.
So we're playing a little heavy metal there.
Yes.
So I guess we'll just start right off since Brian's not here, and Brian's not a big metal guy. So I guess it's our time to talk about metal.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I don't want to put Brian through metal torture. Private Pile, good to see you.
I have a story
What's going on?
about metal.
up, Phil?
Happened last weekend.
What happened?
Last weekend, I went and saw a Metallica tribute band.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was at this place called Freddy's.
They're probably
out in Clinton.
Yeah, I've never been there, but anyways, I had an Iron Maiden shirt on. And I wasn't planning on going.
Cool.
It was like a last minute thing. I'm like, hey, let's go see. I saw them on, obviously social media that they're playing up there. I fucking love Metallica. Let's go check it out. So I had to walk across like the dance floor and across the band to go to the bathroom. The band saw my Iron Maiden shirt.
Did they have a problem with it?
No, the band played a song. They played Run to the Hills for me.
Sweet.
But when I was like there going, yeah, Run to the Hills, next thing you know, I have like 5 goons like surrounding me with Metallica shirts. And I had a beer in my hand. They had to bump into me and spill my beer everywhere, and I had to go, calm down.
They clearly
I went and sat down.
They clearly didn't realize that they were not at a Metallica concert.
Yeah.
They were
These guys were nuts.
Yeah, these guys were just at a tribute band.
The thing, they were young.
A tribute band is probably heavier than Metallica now at this point.
Yeah.
The guitar player nailed every lead. He was badass. And the drummer was good too, but the singer was no James Hetfield. He was
It's a hard voice to replicate.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, like James Hetfield's voice is not great. It's just distinct.
Yeah,
it's like
they're no Vince Neil.
It's like right. It's like Dave Mustaine in Megadeth. Like I remember back in the day, everybody was everybody's like, well, if they had a different singer, they'd be great. I go, well, they wouldn't be Megadeth because it's distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like both of the AC/DC singers.
Yeah.
In a technical sense, they're both terrible, but they're identifiable for that sound.
Yeah.
So.
Or the Rush singer, Geddy Lee?
Geddy Lee,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Kind of. I mean, if you think about it.
Dude,
like,
when I
first heard Rush, I thought he was a girl. Actually, I didn't know it was a boy.
When I first saw it was a video, but it wasn't like MTV video. It was like they filmed it back in like late 70s. I was about 6 years old. I thought they had a witch singing for the band.
Yeah, I thought he was a girl.
I thought because he had this long hair and this crazy long nose, and I'm like, dude, there's a witch singing for this band, and he shrieked, So I was like, it's a witch.
Yeah,
I was like 6.
A banshee.
Yeah,
yeah. Like 10 years ago, I would have been like really mad and like I guess pounded some little kids or whatnot. But I was actually really good. Kind of like, okay, my beer is all over me. Did about face, walked back to my table and sat down and just actually was calm. It was freaking weird. It's like unlike me. I guess I'm maturing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when you don't let things bother you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike, you've been out with me. You know how I used to be.
Yeah. You were just a peach.
I'm just
always to be around you.
No,
you
I'm
never started any trouble. Nothing.
Private Pile. I love that.
Going out. If you went out with Bob on the town, you were freaking like, I better be wearing my chainmail.
Yeah.
To get fucking stabbed.
Yeah.
Because we're going to get into a fight.
Freddy's Revenge. What's up, cuz?
What's up? What's up? Big Ted. So, yeah, so guys, what would you didn't have to do the list because I didn't send it out, but just mentally off the top of your head, what would you consider your 5 top metal bands? Top 5? Right off the top. Metallica, as much as I shit on them, it's kind of a consensus that they're one or two.
Old school Metallica.
Well, it's not. Being one of your top bands doesn't necessarily mean that you like everything by them. But like clearly, Metallica was one of the first bands that I listened to that turned me on to metal.
Yeah, no, same with me. Yeah,
so even if I don't like some of their music,
it was Anthrax too, I believe.
I was a Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax were my bands. Those were 3 of my bands, and I saw every one of them live multiple times. And to
gave
this
you
day,
multiple orgasms.
Yeah, to this day, dude. I mean, dude, I was 15 the first time I saw Slayer. I was 15 the first time I saw Metallica, and I was 16 the first time I saw Anthrax.
I saw Slayer like 6 years ago, and they were still badass with Rob Zombie.
I mean, these are bands that like countless times, like anytime I could, I went and saw them. So in my top 3, Slayer, Metallica, and Anthrax are definitely there. You know,
my number one will always be obviously Iron Maiden. I mean, that's my favorite.
I love Maiden, but I wasn't a huge fan back then. I liked them, but I wasn't like Ben's. That was Ben's band. I was more into it was just different.
Like Iron Maiden's like if you wanted to like learn history and like go through a history book, just listen to Iron Maiden. You don't really have to read a history book. Just listen to Iron Maiden album.
I would basically go. It'd be like, I don't know if it's in this order, but my top 5 would definitely Slayer's number 1. So I'd say Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, and then it's like there's Black Sabbath.
Oh,
and then. This is a toss-up. It's probably somewhere either. I mean, because like I like death metal too.
All right, take care, Ted.
But I'm gonna say like probably. I don't think I'd put any death metal band in my top 5. I'd have to say I'd have to say it's either Megadeth or it's Motorhead. Because Motorhead, when I first heard Motorhead, I was probably 9-10 years old, and I thought he was the baddest motherfucker in the world too. Even though the music's like
My top my top 3. I don't know my 4 or 5 right now, but Iron Maiden, Metallica, Slayer. I mean, that's
my top 5 is kind of basic.
I'm not sure about 4 and 5. When it comes to metal, so you're using the entire like thrash and everything. Black metal and stuff. I like Rammstein a lot because I work out with Rammstein and they're badass.
Because you're a Nazi.
No, I'm not. No, I mean Rammstein's cool to freaking listen to while you're working out, and I like everything about Rammstein. They're badass.
Well, I think my top 5 is very basic. It's Metallica, Slayer, Pantera.
Yeah, Pantera too.
Oh yeah, Pantera. Yeah.
And then you can't. It's not my favorite band, but
Manowar.
But yeah.
Manowar.
Black Sabbath because they're OG.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
And the 5th one, I don't know really off the top of my head. Maybe just because they inspired the others, Motorhead.
Yeah.
Because
I mean that's kind of how I look at it. Because I mean, like, yeah, are there bands that I like better? Like,
yeah, there's bands I like better than all 5 of them now.
Yeah. But I mean, Pantera's right there too. I mean, Pantera's probably like number 6 for me.
What about Judas Priest?
Well, yeah, I mean that's another one that's tough too. I mean, but like,
what's up, AA Ron?
Priest was already like I heard Priest, but Priest was like around. They were around for a while.
That's OG stuff too.
Just like one of the original thrash metal band is Venom, dude. I mean, straight up, Venom is the straight up original OG fucking thrash metal band. Like everyone, Anthrax, Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer, every one of them will tell you. Judas Priest, they listen to.
Here's my issue. AC/DC is a great forefather for hard rock.
They're a rock band.
They're not heavy metal.
They're not a metal band.
They're not a metal band.
Yeah,
they're great. We all respect them.
If we were talking rock bands, I'd definitely put them right up there. But this is straight metal.
Just like
it doesn't have to be
Van Halen. Van Halen's a great rock band.
Yep.
Everybody loves Van Halen. Probably inspired every guitar player I like.
Yep.
But they're not metal.
Well, Dimebag Darrell loved
Anvil is the original thrash metal. Yeah.
Anvil. Oh wow.
Anvil. I mean, they're badass too, but straight up.
I remember coming to see that documentary here with you. When you got the documentary, Anvil.
Yeah.
We all came over and watched it.
And if anybody wants to hear the fucking one of the greatest thrash metal songs ever, just type in "At War with Satan," and it's like 9 fucking minutes of fucking pure terror.
Yeah.
That's
if you want to go to favorite songs, man.
I'm just saying. That's not my
War Ensemble is pretty good too.
It's not my favorite song. I'm just saying that, like, if you want to hear the epitome of where thrash metal began, put in "At War with Satan" and fucking it's fucking. Yeah, I know a lot of guys still to this day. They're like, if they were listening right now that are my age, they'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, 1985, we were fucking rocking the fuck out of that. Yep. Yeah, with metal, I mean, there's obviously different genres of it, but really there's just heavy metal and its subgenres but I'm not going to.
Well, you got black metal. You got.
I'm not going to make a list based on that. I'm going to make a list on who started all this
metal
shit.
On Metal by Anvil.
I can't think. What was that? Cradle of Filth was that type of metal? It's with like Fear Factory-ish or something.
Yeah.
Fear Factory is industrial
metal. That's it.
I wouldn't
yeah.
call Cradle of Filth industrial metal.
They're more like
Or theatrical black metal.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
that's yeah. They're black, definitely.
Yeah.
I like industrial metal. It's badass.
But yeah, I mean, like, still, when we go back to, I mean, like, you know, we're all kind of OG guys, you know. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Fear Factory's probably my fifth.
so like basically, we're like all like kind of originals who've listened to this shit. So I mean,
I like Fear Factory better than anyone in my top 5, but I don't consider them top 5.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But they're great, but they're my favorite. Like, they're one of my favorite bands ever. But again, I don't say my top 5 metal bands. I don't say top 5 that I like more than everybody
They're my
else.
fifth.
yeah, because what you're saying is like top 5 metal bands are bands that helped create a genre.
That's why I said Motorhead. I've never owned a single Motorhead anything.
Yeah,
But Motorhead's Motorhead, and they're on the list to me.
yeah.
It's kind of like how you're not. I'm from Detroit. Absolutely hate Michael Jordan his whole career.
Yeah,
but he's the baddest dude.
Damn right he is.
But
yeah.
that doesn't. My hatred of him doesn't count.
Oh, I caused a war on Instagram with that because, like, there was this video on ESPN. I have the ESPN.
Let me guess, is like something to do with LeBron James or something?
No, I have the ESPN page on Instagram, and they showed from when he was playing with the Wizards, and he was talking to the ref, and he's going, "No, man, he used both hands." He goes, "I didn't see it, Mike, but okay," and he called it. I go, "See, fucking bullshit."
He gets the calls,
fucking
yeah.
Jordan. This is why Jordan.
Mike had the refs.
I go, this is why Jordan had. This is why Jordan won 6 championships. So I know. And then all of a sudden, motherfuckers are like, "Fuck you." I'm like, "Fuck you." He's the reason the Pistons didn't fucking dominate the 90s. And
He went to the league and complained about
the one guy I couldn't stand back then when it comes to basketball, but love now is Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Like, I could not stand Bird. I couldn't stand the Celtics.
We
I
all
couldn't
know
stand the Bird.
We all know Mike's
But
favorite.
man, I tell you what, you watch
Steve Kerr.
I want Steve Kerr putting in a camp.
Danny Ainge.
Steve Kerr, you're an asshole. I hate you. Steve. Why don't you put in a camp?
Yeah,
you like China so much. Go fucking make iPhones with the fucking Eigers.
There's a lot of interesting
Loser.
shit going on in NBA right now because you know
I haven't kept up with NBA this year. I really haven't.
Well, I mean, the playoffs are still going, but fucking Danny Ainge just retired. He's
not the coach no more.
No, well, he was the president of. But
like
Brad Stevens just took his job. They promoted him, and now he's not going to be the coach. And now they have an opening. And 2 days ago, Rick Carlisle stepped down as the coach of the Mavericks.
Oh wow!
After like what, fucking 15 years, something like that.
I don't even watch sports anymore, and it's been since I followed sports. He started with the Pistons.
Long ago, yeah. He started with the Pistons in the early 2000s. They fired him, and we won in what, 2003?
He's a good coach. He was a really good coach.
Yeah,
he's a good coach.
He was a young coach, and he served his purpose here. We brought him in. He turned the team around. And then obviously they said, well, we need somebody that's going to take us to that next level. And Larry Brown did that. Larry Brown did that. And then, him and Rashid, Rashid at the trade deadline.
Aaron says, Lona Shore is a great heavy metal band you guys should check out.
Okay. Should I put him on my top 5?
The worst thing about
Shore.
that whole 2004 Pistons, I missed the entire season.
Yeah, right.
I was in Iraq the entire season, and when they won the championship, I didn't even know until a week later. Like, we were like in this chow hall in Mosul, and they had like a big screen TV, and we're watching. All of a sudden, the Pistons won the championship. Like, what? What? I didn't even know they were to play. I had no clue. Yep. So I started cheering, and a bunch of people from California said, "Shut up!" I'm like, "No, like F you, man."
Well, I mean, when Dumars took over and he hired Rick Carlisle, the year before we were 32-50. That's a pretty bad record.
That's terrible.
He came in with nobody, and now, mind you, Joe Dumars, love the guy, horrible at fucking drafting because
he did good there though.
But his first pick was Mateen fucking Cleaves from Michigan State,
yeah,
who was good player, but who was not a top fucking 5 pick, for sure.
He couldn't even make it in the Canadian basketball.
But he was irrelevant. Rick Carlisle came in. He took a team that didn't have much. We sent Grant Hill down for like a fucking day. I mean, we gave Orlando gave us a fuckload of shit for a guy on crutches. You know, we ended up with Ben Wallace, and we went 50-32 the first year. You know, vied for the play. We were in the playoffs.
I remember when
I
we had that unknown player from Virginia Union. The guy with the
I just remember the Tigers are so bad that year.
Unknown from Virginia Union.
yeah.
Lions always suck.
That was a college. He went to some small college.
Oh yeah.
The same one that Charles Oakley went to.
Oh, for real?
Oh, Charles Oakley.
See, I did not know that. I didn't know that was where
Them two went to
Hey,
a
Rick
little.
Mahorn will kick his butt any day.
Who's
Charles Oakley.
well, they fought a couple times.
Yeah, Rick Mahorn will destroy him.
It was. It looked pretty even to me.
I think even Bill Lambert would have beat him up.
Yeah, I remember. You guys
He got
remember
beat up by everybody.
Yeah. Oh, Lambert was brave, but he usually ended up on the receiving end of the punches.
Yeah.
Well, he was
He did land a good uppercut on Barkley.
he was a dirty player. He was. We know. Of
course.
He's totally dirty. But
So what?
He got under his skin and he did his job.
He was a white man. He never did anything wrong. Come on. He went out there and he was perfectly clean. Same thing. John Stockton used that tactic. I'm a little quiet looking white guy, and he would like hit people in the solar
right.
plexus.
Yeah.
Dude, I
fucking
saw
twist their
him.
leg.
I saw John Stockton did this freaking pass off the backboard from he was far away. It was amazing to Karl Malone. I'm like, how the hell did he pull that off? He was great. John Stockton,
the Nutters, Captain Nutters.
Oh
the
yeah,
king.
yep. He had that shorts that just like
Like a
balls
1980
are hanging out and stuff.
like a 1983 Navy SEAL, dude.
Yeah.
And fucking. Yeah, but I remember when he was in the Dream Team, and he was. I remember they were doing a special report about the Dream Team and them being over in Barcelona and everything, and he said no one ever comes up to me and like, hey, oh yeah, like goes like that. They don't even know I'm on the team.
Who he is, yeah.
And right after he told the reporter that, someone walked up and started talking to him. Yeah, I'm here to watch the Olympics, this and that, and the Dream Team is going to do real good. He goes, I'm on that team. And they're like, what? He goes, I'm on the Dream Team. Like, really? The fans didn't even know it was him.
Wait a minute, you're not a tall black guy.
Hey, did you guys hear that Isaiah Thomas was talking about that this week about being left off the Dream Team because
Jordan hated
him so much, and
then he picked
and then Scottie Pippen.
Did you watch the thing last year? The Jordan, the fucking 10-part
Actually, I haven't
series
seen
or
it. Yeah,
whatever?
it's like a 30 on 30 or something.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
watch
a
it.
10-part.
I haven't seen
I think
it.
it's 10 parts. I know it's
It's real long, but I didn't see any of it.
Yeah, dude. He didn't. He did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He left him off of it. But he got him kicked out. He got him not picked to be on the fucking.
Isaiah Thomas was fucking amazing too.
He should have been on it.
And then and then he picked Stockton, and Stockton was a good player. Not as good as Isaiah, but he was a very good player.
Yeah.
And Isaiah was pissed off, so Isaiah kept scoring on him when they were playing one out. When the Pistons played the Jazz, and Malone was, being the redneck, the world's only African American redneck.
The mailman delivers.
And when Isaiah went to drive, he's like, boom! And just remember he hit.
Oh yeah, he clotheslined him. Didn't he?
Clothesline.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then Lambert, in retaliation later on, fucking totally cheap shot a full fucking clothesline neck break, like got him back. And then it was a brilliant move because he did it to him, and then Lambert was like, I clotheslined the shit out of Malone, and then he retired, so he could never get that receipt back, you know?
So, yeah.
It's like, fuck yeah, I retired after that.
Got no paybacks.
Yeah. So Malone never got to break his neck back.
You know, that was the golden era of basketball. Nowadays, I don't know if you've heard about LeBron James whining about.
Oh, they used to fight.
No,
dude.
no. I swear to God,
It was like borderline hockey.
Like recently, LeBron James came out and said something about too many games. It's hard to play in the NBA because everybody's injured and hurt. You play back in the 90s and the 80s, trust me, you're getting close. Your fouls are going to count. Nowadays, if you breathe on LeBron James, you're freaking going to get a foul, you know?
Well,
they all whine now.
Well,
They
9 people in the playoffs this year is out due to injury. Oh, man, give me a break. Are you kidding me?
You know what?
You make millions of dollars playing basketball. Just stop bitching and just fucking play.
Plain and simple.
I mean, that's my.
Look, I can't stand the man. It's just a shame that someone that has his talent is so unlikable. He has so much a gift. I mean, what is he?
He's
is he
amazing.
He's 250. He's ripped.
Yeah, he's amazing.
But-
Fast. He
he
can
can-
shoot. He can
I
do
never-
whatever he
but
wants.
But he's a fucking.
He's
asshole.
not a leader, man. I don't know
I know-
how he was raised or whatnot, but
well,
I can't go against.
He's
I don't know.
definitely
I have
on
no
the,
clue. But
on the court. He's a leader because the guy's not selfish at all when it comes to playing basketball.
no, there are some times that
I mean,
he
don't-
should
there
like
is,
do
yeah.
a Michael Jordan thing,
Yeah.
but he gives it up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it also seems like every single time if he wins championships, he needs like all-star caliber players.
Well, see, this is how what I know about sports. There's looks like a Slavic name is better than LeBron. I don't
Luka
even know.
Doncic.
I don't even know
the
who
guy
he
from
is.
Mavericks.
I don't even know who he is.
Dude, you have not seen him play?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dude, he's like a 6'8" fucking point guard. And he's
Okay,
yeah.
he's so
He plays for
he's
the
a white guy
Mavericks.
from Eastern
Yeah,
Europe.
he's badass.
I guess, right?
He's already like been in the league. I think this like 3 years or this is coming up on his fourth. He's only 22. He's getting ready to sign a fucking like $250 million max contract this offseason. He's fucking something
No,
else.
he's good. He's very good.
6'5". Okay.
Oh, is he that short? I thought he was like 6'8".
Yeah, he's really, really freaking good.
I don't know. He's really good. Yeah. There's like a few of them. The guy who won the MVP.
Does he have a flat top?
No.
They usually have a
The
flat
one
top.
the one who won the MVP, what's his fucking Jokic or whatever. He's from
Jojovic or whatever.
Yeah, he's from Denver. And then I mean basically nobody else around him played and nobody fucking did shit the whole series against the Phoenix Suns and Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns
Phoenix Suns,
basically
they won,
they shut him down. They swept him, you know. And he won the MVP. He's a fucking great player, but like you could see I watched some of the games. You could see the frustration. Like none of his guys were playing around him. Plus, two of his main guys were hurt and couldn't even play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's got pretty boy hair, huh? All right.
Yeah. I guess he does. I don't know. He's just a giant like white boy, Eastern European dude.
Yeah. Well, they're like,
hey, Europe's catching up with us in basketball.
well, they
got some pretty good guys going over
the
here.
Eastern Europeans, I think Croatia and the Netherlands. There's two countries, I think.
No, I remember Lithuania took the
they're-
bronze medal back.
But their people are taller than us on average. They got really tall fucking Croatia and Netherlands.
He's from Slovenia.
Okay.
Do you remember?
Luka is, and he's 6'7".
Yeah,
No,
that's what it
remember? I
Here's
don't.
how you cause a fight. Well, them Slavic people all get along, right? They're all the same.
I can't remember what Olympics it was, but Lithuania they wore the Grateful Dead shirts or whatever the heck, like the tie dye. You remember that they took third? They took the bronze.
Oh, yeah.
They beat Russia. It was
When I saw the Grateful
It was a
Dead in
big- it was a big deal because
1969,
they-
when I was hanging out with the Dead,
Me and the Grateful Dead, and I was
Bill
going
Walton.
up.
See, I'm
Jerry
wearing my-
Garcia
see, I'm wearing
in a
my
pouch.
I'm wearing my tie-dye shirt. Yeah, I was with the tour, hanging out with the Dead. I'm like, oh, you weren't playing basketball? You were fucking out touring with the Dead?
The hazel green eyes of Jason Kidd.
Do you remember that though?
Yeah.
They took the bronze medal. They beat Russia. It was a
Yeah,
big deal
yeah.
because Russia was part of Lithuania or whatnot. And
Yeah.
My dad was a social worker.
I didn't even know what Lithuania was back then until when I watched the Olympics that year. It was
You know what I love?
96 or something.
I love the guys that I love guys that
You love guys?
I love guys that tell me like, no, I get I've heard this a lot, but like whenever they hear somebody speaking, they're like, oh, what's he, an Arab? I'm like, yeah, dude, he's a white Arab from Eastern Europe, you know, you fucking morons. Oh, where's Slovenia? Is that like by Iraq? Yeah, asshole. That's exactly where it is.
Hey,
You know, it's like pick up a fucking map and look at it. Geography, it's called, fucker.
Ellen, check it out. I work with Bosnians. There's 3 Bosnians I work with.
Yeah.
They're
That's
white.
basically, they're Russian. They're fucking right there.
But so what I'm trying to say is they're white and they're Muslim.
Oh, there's tons of them. All over.
I know. I was
There's tons of
I was shocked. I didn't know. I didn't think.
Oh, yeah,
I
there's-
didn't know they're
there's,
Muslim, but they're all 3 are Muslim because during Ramadan they had to like do their.
Well, that's who I rented from when I lived in Hamtramck.
I was like-
I was a Bosnian family, and they were awesome. I used to drink beer with them and shit.
Oh no, they're
Well, like
they are awesome people. The people I work with are awesome, but I was shocked. I didn't know that they're Muslim.
but if
until,
you
like, Ramadan,
but like they
look like I didn't know they didn't look Middle Eastern. I'm always thinking
Yeah.
Middle East as
well, like
Muslim,
when
you know?
I that's how I really living there was how I really got to know. like just like in any other religion.
I got to know.
There's different sects of Muslim, just like there is in Christianity.
Yeah, it took me
because
a while
they were like,
too.
no, we don't. There's nothing like. Well, first of all, like women are on pedestals. They're like
different.
They're God.
Yeah, like I was asking them,
It's
like,
very different.
I was going, are you a Shiite? You a Sunni? Are
No.
you? No, I'm serious.
Yeah,
I
they're like-
was like,
Guys, hey, guys, what's up, Ken? Saw you earlier today. Kenetration.
Oh, hey, what's up, Ken? Aloha, gay rods. Thank you, Ken. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Anyways, Muslim breakdown.
yeah, I didn't know that. Like my buddy that I work with. I'll say his first name, Sanad. This guy comes home and he drinks like a 12-pack of beer every day. And like, I didn't think you guys were allowed to drink. Well,
Yeah,
I do.
It's very different.
He
in Europe.
practices, but he doesn't.
Robert,
practice.
I got a question to ask you.
I didn't. You know,
What religion are you?
I'm a Christian.
Are you supposed to drink? No.
No, that's not what I'm getting.
It's the
at.
same thing.
I thought they were more strict when it came to it.
Well,
That's all.
I mean, it's the same
That's
thing,
all.
Bob.
I understand
He's probably
that.
not supposed to drink, but he fucking does.
But that's always something that confused me because Jesus turned water into wine. So
Oh my God! Hey, Lieutenant Eaton.
yeah,
What's up, man?
Hey, sir. No, it's all right.
Anyway, so Bob's got to take a phone call here.
Remember earlier today I was telling you I'm on a podcast.
And I wanted to talk about, I guess, yeah, you're right. Hey, Aaron, what's up, guys? Look, we're getting, the viewers are coming in right now.
yes.
So, yeah, what's up, man?
Do you want to be on this podcast?
Hey, or tell them we're doing the show right now.
Yeah, we're doing a show right now. We're really on this doing a show right now. They want to hear.
Is weed okay in religion? I think. I don't know. I don't really know.
Is weed okay in religion? Yes, it's a plant,
Okay.
and you eat plants. So I guess if you smoke plants,
No, I can just tell him what. Give me his number. I'll call him. Tell him he's going to get a call from a strange number.
Mike's gonna call you really quick, and then you go ahead and answer. You'll be on the radio.
All right.
Okay?
All right. What's his?
All right. Okay. Awesome.
Just give me his number. Obviously, I won't. Don't say it.
It's just a podcast.
So we're trying to coordinate. This is. We'll introduce him when he gets in. This is a friend, a war buddy of the warmonger, and we'll get him in here.
The view.
All right. Tell him I'll call him.
No.
don't eat shellfish either.
Tell a little story about me.
He's right. You are right, Jason.
Tell you how
All right.
the Army is. Tell how great. You just trust me to be fine. He's gonna call you real quick. I'm gonna give him his number. He'll call you, and then you'll be on the radio.
See,
He'll be able to hear your voice too.
Yeah, you'll hear me, boys.
All right,
I have
so
earphones on and all that. He'll call you right away.
all right, I'm gonna call him. This is what we do here.
yes,
Totally
this is
unprofessional.
it's very dead air, dead air, dead air,
Any
dead air.
Questions?
I'm not gonna ask him anything personal. No,
Nothing personal.
We don't have to use your name.
He's pretty much gonna. Okay.
I'm not gonna ask you about your rank or who you are or anything.
We'll do.
All right,
He's gonna ask you. The only question he's gonna ask you that he wants you to tell a story about me.
It'll be cool. Just give me his number.
Yeah, we don't. No names.
Lieutenant, I promise it'll be
I
fine.
remember the first time I met you.
That's what. Yeah, that we'll just call him that. We don't. We don't even.
We'll just call him Lieutenant.
Yeah, we can say Lieutenant Dan.
All right.
Oh, just
All right.
if you want, you can do whatever you want, wherever you want.
You're worrying too much.
you're
Don't
there.
worry. I'm not gonna ask stupid questions.
You remember I went? Well, I know.
I'll get him on the air.
Just I don't know. Just it'll be fine. Just I'll call you. I'll have you call you.
Okay. This is how you can tell Bob really respects someone. He's paranoid.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. The eight people that listen to this show will not know who he is.
This is Lieutenant
See?
Colonel.
Yeah, Lieutenant.
He was my.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Okay, just say he's my.
Just call him Lieutenant. That's all I'm gonna call him.
Call him sir. 1706.
Don't say the number. Let me just look at it.
Yeah, yeah, right. You got microphones live right by.
You're on radio.
You put your headphones on so he can hear you. Lieutenant, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
sir. This is Bobby.
I'm Bob's buddy. This show's called Radio Underground, and we're just going to call you Lieutenant. We won't give out your name or anything.
Hey, at least go Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Colonel.
Yeah, he's Lieutenant Colonel. Guys.
That's a lot to say.
He was my old LT back when I was in Iraq in my first platoon. He was
20 years ago.
he was the greatest, one of the greatest leaders I've ever met. He's awesome. His only downfall, he's a Buckeye, guys. Just to let you know.
What?
He's a Buckeye.
You told me I was calling. You're telling.
This show is over.
All right. I respect you. I respect your service, but I cannot respect that you're a Buckeye at all.
This show is over.
You're on the wrong side of the river.
Yeah.
Well, sir. Yeah, this is Radio Underground.
It was an honor to be molested by Bo. An honor.
Hey, look at 15 out of 16 times we won.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, we could. I remember. Hey, sir, if you remember this in Kuwait, remember me and you watching the Michigan Ohio State game in Kuwait, and you had to leave at halftime.
I do.
In Kuwait, Michigan Ohio State was when Braylon Edwards scored like 4 touchdowns on you. But then I was talking so much shit that when we got back from Iraq, you guys smoked us, and we went to the ball, and you're looking for me. I can see it. And then you finally found me to rub it in.
And the good thing is we smoked you for 15 years.
From there on.
Well,
I walked in. We had like this ball when we got back, and I remember I saw Lieutenant Colonel. I saw him, and he was looking for me. I know he was because Michigan just played Ohio State, and Ohio State whooped us.
yeah, well, we used to beat you guys, but now the rivalry's kind of like the Lion Wildebeest rivalry. We're not doing so hot.
No.
Yeah, it'll come back around for the next 30 years.
No, I'm assuming you're from Ohio.
No, I'm from Chicago. I went there for
He's from Chicago.
See, this is a weird phenomenon. What is it with you Chicago guys? We have another guy that calls in here, E. Cook. He's from Chicago, but he's a big Michigan guy.
Yeah.
You guys just hate Illinois that bad?
I mean, look at it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, what do you got to root for, you know?
But anyways,
Darnell Autry that one year. He was pretty good. Northwestern.
A lot of Chicago and are Notre Dame fans, to be quite honest.
yeah, I know my brother is.
That's nearly as evil as
Yeah.
Ohio State, but not quite.
Yeah, because I know 2 guys from like Chicago area. One's a Notre Dame fan, and the other one is a Purdue fan. But I think he went to Purdue, and that's why he's a fan. So
Yeah, Purdue's kind of like halfway to. I think it's halfway.
Yeah.
To, Purdue, Indiana, and Notre Dame are all like bunched in together. So, but no self-respecting person's an Indiana fan.
Yeah.
no.
I do respect Coach Knight though,
Hoosiers.
because Coach Knight said the greatest line ever: "If rape is inevitable, you might as well enjoy it." Coach Knight.
Oh, that's terrible. So anyways, hey, sir, what's the greatest platoon you've ever been a part of?
Hands down, Mad Slashers.
Mad Slashers, baby. That's right.
Uh,
The Mad Slashers.
so,
That's who has the T-shirt, wears it proudly, and you can't get 40 people that were as close as we were.
so you were in command of
My platoon.
your platoon in Iraq then?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he was our command. He was in command of us, and he helped bring me home alive. I know that much.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
That's awesome.
We thank you very much for that.
Hey, just to let you know, sir, that the other guy we're talking to, Mike, I used to call him from Iraq all the time. I've known him pretty much my whole life.
Yeah, you called me.
Matter of fact, hey, check it out. Hey, sir, I was calling him from Rock Base when a mortar attack happened.
Yeah, you did. I heard the explosion in the background on my phone. Yeah.
Hey, don't let them try to torch it up. It wasn't as good as it was.
Yeah.
Good old Rock Base. I was calling my friend here, and mortars happened.
So you're still in? You're still in the military?
Yes, sir. I am the battalion commander for 124 Infantry Strikers battalion in Fort Wainwright, Alaska.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to put it for people that don't. I only know because of Warmonger here. But for those of you listening, a striker is that tank thing with wheels.
I guess so. It's not a tank.
No,
But,
But I mean, it's a heavily armored vehicle that's not a Hummer,
Hey,
but not a tank.
Hey, sir,
right?
forgive him. He's a civilian. He doesn't know no better. Just the Striker's a badass four-wheel vehicle with a 365 horsepower engine, with a 50 cal Mark 19, and I guess nowadays they have like howitzers on them or something.
So it's cooler than my Polaris. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler than my Ion.
Yeah. Yeah. So you like so you're still in? Are they you ever see yourself getting on the civilian side and like working a civilian job, or is this all you're going to do? Are you what they call a lifer?
Well, I've been in 24 years, and once I'm done with command, it's about 25. So I guess that's what you call a lifer. But to be honest, as long as I got guys like Rob and stuff like that, like I'm gonna keep trucking along. I love it. Like I go to work at 3:30 in the morning, and I don't do it. I don't do it because I feel a need to do it. I feel like when you wake up excited to go to work, and what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, if you're excited to go to work, that makes one of us.
Yes.
But So now this is a listener asking this, not me, a listener. Said, what did we really do with Bin Laden's body?
No, we're actually.
I wish I could tell you, but if I knew that, I knew where Hoffa was buried too.
I know Lieutenant Colonel here was a Ranger. I know that before he was our lieutenant.
Yeah, that's
prior service before, so I was enlisted E3, 45, and 6.
Yep. Yeah, you're an E6, and you became when you were an E6, you became an officer. I remember that you went to OCS or something.
So yeah, they call it switching over to the dark side.
Yep, I remember that. I remember you telling me that. I remember when I first was a little private coming right out of basic training, and I was in front of you to meet the new privates, and I saw that Ohio State coffee mug, and our platoon sergeant Davis had a big Tennessee flag. And you're asking me, sir, you asked me, where you from? I go, well, Detroit, Michigan. And you're like, oh, you a Michigan fan?
Now,
Go blue.
now, you're gonna like this story, Lieutenant. Now I have a route that goes into Ohio. I'm a truck driver. And there's this old man that has this, he's kind of a rural area, and he uses his pole barn as his warehouse. And it's in Ohio, and he's got Buckeye shit everywhere, like the flags and everything. And he has a picture on, he has a pic.
All this Michigan crap in, like, the dumpster?
Yeah, well, here.
Michigan crap in dumpster.
No, well, that's what I'm going to get to. I go into his, I deliver it into his pole barn. He's got a fridge in there. It's nicely furnished and everything. And then on the fridge, there's a picture of Osama bin Laden and Adolf Hitler wearing Michigan outfits.
Wow.
So he hates Michigan a lot. Yeah, apparently.
Well, apparently he's not doing the right thing because he doesn't have Jim Harbaugh's face on.
So I told him, I'm like, you ain't gonna kill me and throw me in that irrigation dish, are you, sir? So I'm like,
well, I'm gonna throw this up. Lieutenant Colonel here, he calls me once in a while to check up on me, which is, it's going beyond his duty of being a leader. So, I mean, just let you know how much he cares for the Army and the people that he leads.
Oh, you keep an eye on those?
Yeah, he does. He really does. Especially, I've obviously been through rough times, but he checks up on me, and I really appreciate it. He's a great person.
Hey, we're a close-knit group. What you guys don't
What'd you say?
about Rob is like some of the things he did, like while in combat, like, are unfortunate. And and it comes into mental anguishes. And then compounded by, losing a son, stuff like that, raising a family. A lot of that stuff comes with some, mental baggage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And the kid.
Yeah, I'm not-
well, sir, some of the stuff, it's because I love, everybody so much. I mean, I didn't want none. I had to do it. I mean, it's for the person next to you. It's always been the person next to you, always. So.
And that's what I don't think a lot of people understand is, you join the Army, you raise your right hand, you join the Army, and, you volunteer to do a couple things. But then at the end of the day, I mean, when you sit there and, whether it's a sister, a brother, we don't look at race. And Rob can tell you.
Oh, not one bit. I tell you one thing, the person who stood next to this guy next to me that's talking to you right now, Angel, you remember Angel, he passed away not too long ago. Angel stood up at my wedding, and Mike, that's running this Radio Underground thing, knows Angel.
Yeah, I met Angel. He was a great guy. Really, he was hilarious. He was fucking hilarious.
He's from Palau, and our platoon was so filled of different, like, some, Tongan, we had so many different black, white, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans. We all loved each other like brothers, I mean? Like, I miss them so much, all of them so much. It's ridiculous. Sometimes I have a tear in my eye.
Yeah.
We sit there and, especially in times like this, and I don't think, sometimes we look back at it and we as soldiers, we don't care. The dude dragging your, body to help you recover, the dude, for all intents and purposes, not to be disgusting, but the dude touching your nutsack.
Yeah.
Hey,
that literally happened. That and that stuff like.
Well, he's just trying to save your nuts, and that's a good thing, man.
What do you guys call it? You guys call it nut to butt, right? When you line up?
Nut to butt.
And I will be somewhat honest. We probably had the drunkest platoon in the Army.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we were.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yes, we were.
Well, we can talk about that. Angel, the guy he was just talking about.
Angel jumped off a 3-story. Our remember that in Charlie Company? He jumped off out the window.
Homeboy wanted some more vodka after he polished off a fifth. And Polani, who just got married, by the way.
Yes, he did. I know.
And Polani locked him in his room, and he wanted more alcohol. So
as happens,
he climbed out the window and shimmied down.
He fell.
Yeah.
Stairs, and thought he was going to make a genius escape to a branch, which he probably should have went for a limb and not a branch. Jumped for the branch, which broke, and he broke his finger in half.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, sir, all my friends here in Michigan here all got to meet Angel. He flew here with me to stand up at my wedding. So they all got to hang out with Angel.
Well, I knew that he was a different kind of cat because he was in my kitchen and he was drinking and and he just screamed out and did the. He goes, white power.
No, that was at Grady's.
And he was not a white guy.
No, that was at Grady's. It happened at Grady's.
And I was dying laughing. I was like, oh my God, this guy's gold.
No, sir. We went to a bar. We all went to a bar, and Angel came with us, obviously. And we're at this bar, and there's a bunch of skinheads sitting there, and they looked like they're like, they're skinheads. They're freaking racist looking motherfuckers. And Angel gets on the table and starts yelling white power at them.
Yeah, well, he did it in my kitchen too.
Yeah, he started yelling white power, and I'm sitting there like, dude, this is Detroit, man. It's just,
he was.
You're gonna be killed. You're gonna be killed here.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
I gotta live here. No, he's definitely a special person, and I know his wife and daughter. They love, and then because we linked back up at Fort Bliss before he got out of the Army. I don't know if you knew that, Rob.
No, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, so Beth and I were pretty close with him before we left Fort Bliss to Fort Polk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
we actually knew him, post Matt Slasher and Great American. Palauan.
Yeah,
I
from
don't know
Palau.
if you ever knew this. I don't know if you ever knew this, Rob. And I did not know this until Taylor told us. As he had me over at his house, he was a prince.
Yeah, I knew that.
He was a what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did.
He was a twin.
Oh, he's a twin. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I did know that.
Sorry,
yeah.
sir, I did not hear you. That's all.
But yeah, like I did not know he was a prince. So a funny story on that is Vela goes, back to his homeland and stuff like that, and they're out there getting ready to get married, and no shit, there he was, like out there fishing with his future father-in-law. He catches a lobster, and Angel's like, "Oh, just throw that back."
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So,
like, "Throw it back, it's crap. That's what the peasants do."
so I gotta ask you, sir, when you watch, say, like a war movie, because it's your profession and you've studied it and mastered it to what point a person can, because you've been in 24 years. Do you like find yourself like, that is not what? No.
Are you kidding me? You could
Either-
ask me that. No. It's all fake shit.
It's like,
It's not even close what they do.
yeah. So yeah, because do you watch it? Do you watch those war movies, and like, oh, come on? Or are you able to just like do like when you watch pro wrestling? It's like, okay, it's their version of what it is.
The explosions are a lot bigger.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Well, I'll tell you one thing about Lieutenant Colonel here. He was our platoon leader, so he did the plan. He planned it out. So wherever we did, it was his plan. All right. So
now
I
you
mean,
can blame it on me.
it didn't matter what patrols we did, what raids we did, whatnot. It was your plan. I mean, if we did as a platoon, it was your plan. As long as it's platoon. If we did a company size type of raid or whatever, heck, that's, it was Captain Beatty. But
Yeah.
what we did as a platoon, though, you used to walk us through, and I remember like it was yesterday. It was always your plan.
Yeah.
We were door kickers, weren't we?
Yeah, but back to his question. Like I said, it's one of those things where the explosions are a lot bigger on TV. And as Rob can tell you, we walked through many ambushes and
Oh man,
hand
did we?
grenades don't blow up like that.
So
Oh, especially hand grenades. Remember those fuckers used to throw hand grenades off the top of the roofs and take off and run?
Yeah.
Oh
so,
God,
And
good old Telefar.
so it's like I said, they don't blow up as big as they do, but and then some of them, a 50 cal round that will pretty much tear you up. Whereas on TV, it doesn't tear you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well,
it just have to breeze by you and take off your head. It doesn't really have to hit you.
now, sir, have you seen the latest not the Rambo movie, the one from 2008? Because that 50 cal that 50
It
cal
cut people in half.
that 50 cal did do a lot of work. I will say.
I was at the movies with you to see it. Remember,
Yeah,
Mike?
I took you with me.
Two old people walked out of that movie because they were like mortaring a village and like little kids being thrown in the freaking fire.
Me and Craig went and saw it at the theater. We were like,
Actually, Brian, Mike.
They even killed
we all
trees,
went.
sir, in that movie.
Do what?
They killed trees. They killed everything in that because it's a
Yeah.
Rambo movie. Everything dies.
yeah.
I know in Michigan that's a hard thing to kill trees, but
In
Ohio we eat those for breakfast.
Hey, sir, I don't know if you remember this. This was obviously a long time ago. Just before we deployed, we had a PT test. And I was the best runner in the platoon by far. I was a state champion in track and cross country. And I scored a 300. All right, I scored a 300.
my weight. All right.
No, I scored over a 300 on my PT test, but no one else did. And anyways, Lieutenant here goes, "Hey, you got the day off. The next day off."
Because you did so. Yeah.
No, I got the day off, so I'm like, cool. So he didn't tell me until that morning before PT, so he got the day off because I got 300, no one else did. And I go back to bed, and I wake up at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and everybody had the day off anyways because we had to have a half day.
Oh.
We had a half day. I was like, damn it. Everybody's got the half day. I got the day off, but it was only a half day.
Now, sir.
They could take the day off on Saturday.
No, it was a weekday. It was like probably a Friday, of course, but like no, I was the only person to score a 300. Even Bean didn't get one. Saga Bean, I thought Saga Bean would have, but no, I was the only one that got 300, and I was a private. But also, I was a badass runner too.
They give you
I'll give him his street cred. He was a badass machine gunner.
Dude, hell yeah, I was a badass machine gunner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that was natural talented or whatnot, because I started off in the platoon. When I first got there, I went to vehicle squad, believe it or not, for like a couple days. And we had Sergeant Wilkie and Sergeant Polani. And then all of a sudden I got thrown to a line platoon, which was Elamani squad, second squad. And I was actually an M4 gunner. And then I got switched to a saw gunner, and I was very good at the saw. I was amazing at the saw. I was a good fucking saw gunner. Amazing.
Not as good as I was.
I don't know, man. I was like naturally talented.
Sir, humbleness is not Bob's forte.
He knows.
We know. If you want to know how good Bob is at anything, just ask him.
He'll tell you.
Because he'll let you know.
Sometimes his head's as big as his ass.
Hey, I tell you what, sir. Once in a while,
Michigan team for you, though.
once in a while, I'll give Michelson a call. Michelson was the other 240 gunner. You remember Michelson, old man Michelson?
Oh, yeah.
Once in a while, I'll call him.
Isn't that the dude that taught you how to grapple?
Oh, he was very good. Yeah, he totally kicked my ass.
I remember you telling me about that guy.
But anyways, once in a while, I call him and give him a call.
I still got the scar.
Yeah.
I missed that. What was that?
Go ahead, repeat, sir.
He shot me in the face with a sim round.
Oh, he
Remember
did
that?
shoot you in the face with a sim round right in your lip. I remember that. Yeah, a sim round. Yeah, we used to have sim rounds for these guys. These civilians don't know, but yeah, you got shot right in the face. Yeah, he did.
Oddly enough, I was a range safety officer. I wasn't a very good lieutenant.
But hey, once in a while, sir, he was gun 5, I was gun 6. And once in a while, when I call him, I talk to him, I always have to remind him who was the fucking best 240 gunner, and we'd argue for a little bit. Me and Michelson.
I still tell people because I got the scar to prove it. I can't grow a mustache.
Oh,
yeah.
Really? Still?
No, and it was like, and he goes around
Right on your lip. Yeah, I remember that.
And then, but remember when we were in JRTC, and he's like, "Hey, we were shooting a soda round, and for the 50 cal, the blue bullet, plastic,
Yeah.
and that they didn't damage the buildings, but the 5.56 was basically a pellet." He's like, "Man, I wonder what this feels like. I wonder if it's worse than sim rounds."
Yeah.
It's definitely worse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, he said it was 10 times worse.
Yeah. It's,
You know, the other day I was looking at pictures of Korea. Remember Korea?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember Korea? How we had to
I
show
don't
off
know.
the strikers in front of all those generals?
I don't know if you know how important it was. That was the first strategic deployment of the strikers.
That's the
In
first
North
ever.
Korea.
Yes, actually, we all got little certificates in a certificate, and it had a plaque. It's like a plaque looking thing. We all got one. It was the very first ever deployment period overseas in a striker. I remember that, and that
Then
was
we went
us.
for 2 years to Alaska, J Bear, Alaska, from J Bear, Alaska to Japan, Japan to Korea. Air-loaded strikers, first overseas deployment. And I don't know if you do this at the time, just 'cause, you're just kind of a youngin'. But that was a strategic thing by the United States Army to show North Korea our power.
Yeah, it was showing. Yeah, I remember that. No, because
Yeah,
I remember what were they protesting? Remember they were protesting
they-
right there, and we were all like, and Sergeant Newman like fucking pulled down his pants and like showed the protesters' asses. Remember that? But yeah, that was. Yeah, I know that was strategic. I remember. Yeah, it was all over the radio there.
now I
That
remember.
was a proud dad moment.
I remember the father of the current leader of North Korea. His dad,
Kim Jong Il.
he golfed a perfect 18 one time.
Yeah,
It's like Hawkeye.
Oh yeah,
It was totally not.
he rode unicorns too, didn't he?
Yeah. He didn't fudge those numbers. He really did it.
Yeah, he rode unicorns too.
He hit a hole in one in all 18 holes. He's an amazing guy.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Our platoon that we were in were the baddest mofos. The Mad Slashers were the greatest. And you can't go wrong, man.
Hands down, but it was one of the baddest platoons. And I don't think, not to blow up Rob's head, but we were in contact. Contact being firefights, probably 2 or 3 times a week. And I will tell some dumb lieutenant stories. And I remember an IED when they first started, improvised explosive device. And then we show up on the scene, and the Iraqi police are like, "Hey, it's over there." And I was like, "Hey, I've been to this dance before. Show me where it is." He walks me about 500 meters as a lieutenant, completely away. Like, they probably could have kidnapped me or whatever you call it. Like, jacked me and took me away. But like Rob likes to say, I was a badass mofo.
Yeah.
And so finally, about 500 meters, I'm like, "Hey, man, where's this thing at?" And 2155, South African 155, our touring show.
Yeah, they're daisy linked.
And I asked him, I'm like, "Where's this thing at?" And he points 2 feet away from us.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
like, "What?" I was like, "Well, I might as well get a picture of it because if they
Jesus.
blow it up, like, it ain't gonna do no good." But that's where the Army, we're a little bit better than people think.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a brotherhood
Oh, yeah.
you'll never, ever. It doesn't matter. We're a family. We're more than family. We're godly together, man.
So,
One of our listeners says Rambo 4 is amazing. He's right, but that's Jay. but
Rambo ain't got shit on us. I tell you that much. It's fake.
Now, sir, you're in Alaska.
yep.
So what? Right now, is there snow there? Is it warm? Is it nice? It's
No,
June.
it's warm there. It's freaking summertime.
No,
You're being mauled by moose.
I'm in interior Alaska. So it's hotter in the summer, colder in the winter. So we get about -40s in the winter, and we're upwards of like 80, 85 degrees, I think, today.
I tell you what, that must suck with the strikers, man, being negative something, man, and training alone. Oh man.
Once it gets below freezing, you can't be without a heater.
Yeah.
Oh, you're starting to become a pogue? Need a heater. Need some pogey bait. No, I hear you.
Strikers are a little bit different now. We don't have the bench seat anymore. Individual seats with seat belts.
Yeah, I know
So
they're
they're
different. Like I used to tell, I tell like stories about when I was in a striker. Because I was a hatch hog, I was always in the hatch. But when I was in the striker, I used to have my head up against an AT4, and I used to sleep. And like, what's an AT4? I'm like, that was my pillow. It's a fucking rocket, and that was my pillow. An AT4. An AT4 was my pillow. I used to put my Mitch helmet right up against the AT4, and that's where I used to sleep when we're like, big long runs like by the Syrian border or whatnot. I don't know if you remember that.
All your buddies out there, that's not usually the typical technique that we like to follow.
So that's not a typical technique.
Yeah, we don't like to put our heads next to explosives.
Yeah,
No,
well,
yeah.
I used to sleep on. We said 2 AT4s back in Chuck 3-4. I used to lay back there and I used to put my head up against it and sleep.
Yeah, that I probably wouldn't sleep very well with that. I can tell you that.
You trust me, man. You find places to sleep, man. When you're tired, you're tired. Especially long drives and stuff.
Joe will sleep in the places that you wouldn't believe they can sleep in.
And you can. Yes, you're 100% right, sir.
I guess if you get tired enough, it don't matter.
Well, yeah, we did night missions, afternoon missions, and morning missions, and we just slept in between. That's what we did. That's what we had to do.
Yeah,
We're
we
at
can
war.
go on about like the dumb stories that we did. You know what I mean? We had, we went on a mission where strikers followed us and we walked. And they used a hooligan tool, a sledgehammer. It was a sledgehammer, an axe, and like, I don't know, Rob, whatever else is left on those things. And so we get to one objective, and then we walk across this large open danger area. And as we get ready to go into the house and blow the door, we hear like, oh shit! Prepare! Hurry up, go!
Yeah.
And then and so we threw some flashbangs, and they were dumber than rocks. But
Hey, speak some of a Michigan fan. Don't mean I'm dumb.
Yeah.
no, not you. I'm just saying we threw the flashbang in there.
Oh, flashbang. I got flashbang before.
So we go in there, and, we find some nickel-plated AKs. So I don't know if any of your crowd knows, like the nickel-plated AKs.
I got a picture of it, sir. I got a picture of the nickel-plated AK.
Yeah, so the nickel-plated was Saddam's elite force.
The Fedayeen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go in there.
So one of his many pleasure palaces he had. Those guys that protected him.
So, yeah, exactly. And so as we come out, like one of the squad leaders, I think it was Elamani.
Tiny. Yeah, Elamani. Yeah, he was my first squad leader.
They're like, hey, hey, Vandala. Remember VD?
Oh, Vandala. Yes. Yeah, he's doing good right now, by the way.
Like, hey, VD left the sledgehammer at the last objective.
Oh, yeah, the breach, yeah.
I don't know if any of you know, like the Army acquisition is not the greatest. So you lose your sledgehammer, yeah, I'll charge a soldier for it. Now I'll charge them whatever, $150 for the sledgehammer. But you ain't getting that sledgehammer for about 2 years.
Yeah.
It's like lose your nods. Imagine that.
So
Give me your example.
This is one of those 2-foot sledgehammers. Because it was, to break open doors. Yeah, so I took a sledgehammer off the vehicle and handed it to him. Here's your sledgehammer. So he walked around for the longest time looking like a teenage mutant ninja turtle.
Good old Vandala. Oh, man. You remember Vandala? I don't know how this works. I don't know how you traded Joes or whatnot. But Vandala left 3rd Platoon, and we got Brissell. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah, like, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that works in the military. I don't remember. Like, I remember, like, he went to, the 1st Platoon or something, and we got Brissell.
So that was a drug deal.
Yeah, I don't know. But but it was, the one thing I remember Brissell is he got caught jerking off in Tower 2.
Yep.
At Rock Base by First Sergeant Mapes. And he was told he had to clean all the freaking towers at Rock Base and all that dip and all that stuff from 101st that was there before us. He had to clean all the towers. Swear to God, I'm not lying. It's a true story. Brissell had to clean all 4 towers, and it was all a bunch of dip everywhere, like dip spit and everything. I guess he was going to town in one of the fucking towers. That's the only thing I remember about Brissell. And he just he just got in our platoon because Vandala went to 1st or 2nd Platoon, and we got him in return.
Yeah, that was a drug deal I made.
That's all I remember. No, I mean, I got, memory for, the stupid dumb shit, I guess, and that's one of the dumb shit I remember. But, yeah, he got caught fucking jerking off in one of the towers at Rock Base, and they had to clean up all 4 towers. And after the 101st been there, that's lot of that's a lot of dip spit.
On a footnote, I just got done smoking some caribou sausage. I don't know if you had any caribou.
I've never had.
What's that?
He just got done smoking caribou, you said?
Yeah, smoking some caribou.
Oh wow! No, I've never had it. I love smoked anything pretty much.
Pole?
Yeah.
I'm joking.
It's, basically a bigger deer.
Yeah.
No, we
Caribou.
I was waiting for you to. No, we know caribou's a reindeer. For those of you that don't know.
No, I kind of ran into that joke. So
Caribou, their fur, their hairs are hollow.
no, I love anything. I love.
That's
I
how
love
they.
game.
That's how they're
game
able
food.
to. That's how they're able to sustain in the minus 40-degree weather there.
Oh wow!
So caribou is a reindeer. Reindeer's actually farm raised. Caribou's wild.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I'm in Michigan. I'm used to backstraps from a deer. Period. And
Yeah,
it's my favorite food ever.
A backstrap from a whitetail. Only problem is where we live, there's a lot of swamp, so a swamp deer isn't. You got to go a little north of here
Yeah,
to get a tasty deer.
Or,
you know what I mean?
Or Port Huron area.
Yeah, we're in a lowland swamp here.
Caribou's 10 times better because they're like out in the tundra.
Wow, 10 times better. That's amazing.
I've never had caribou. I've had elk. I've had moose.
I've had
antelope.
I've had buffalo and I've had deer. I guess is all I can say. I mean, wow, caribou. I can only imagine how.
So the one thing, I got a trap line that I'm taking over from one of my first sergeants who moved to Fort Polk.
Oh my
And,
God, Fort Polk, Louisiana, where all the freaking mosquitoes are at.
Oh yeah. So it's one of the things that I didn't think, because normally you don't like to eat things that eat meat. So
No.
if they're carnivores, you typically don't like to eat them. And but supposedly lynx.
Oh.
Lynx like a cat?
Yeah, they're like a smaller. They're like a.
Yeah.
I thought the Chinese did that. The cats and stuff.
Yeah, I thought you guys might have got some of that when we were in South Korea or something. Man.
No, I ate dog in South Korea. Thanks to Sergeant Kim. Hey, sir, do you remember Sergeant Kim?
Oh yeah.
He set me up for failure in South Korea. He did.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I ate dog.
Ah.
I didn't know I was eating dog until afterwards. He ordered my food for me in South Korea. Remember his family came and all that?
Yeah.
Because So Sergeant Kim. Okay, he was my team leader at the time. Actually, he was from South Korea, born and raised. And when we went to South Korea, his family came and we went out to a restaurant. And I'm like, well, he's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know. I can't read this stuff. But they do have American food there. So I'm like, hey, order me something that's good. And he ordered me something, and I ate it, and it was freaking good. And he goes, that dog. That's dog.
Oh.
That's dog.
Oh.
He set me up for failure. I'm like, oh, I'm eating dog. It was fucking pretty good, by the way.
I've heard that same review. I've heard people that say it was not that bad. Ben, Frank's brother. Emu and ostrich is good as hell. That's what I hear.
Yeah,
I hear it's very rich.
I've never had emu, but I've had ostrich at the state fair.
Really good.
I was at the state fair and they had a bunch of ostriches there, and then they were selling ostrich jerky and ostrich meat. And I'm like,
the state fair in Detroit?
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute.
7
I go,
Mile?
you guys got ostriches here for the kids to play, and then I can buy an ground up ostrich to take home.
You can buy his homeboy over there.
Yeah, I get to buy ostrich from it, but I'll tell you what, it was really good.
Okay.
And it made a really good burger.
I'll tell you what freaks a lot of people out. So I shot a black bear up Peachtree Sound. So we're having like bear chili cheese. That's kind of like our thing.
I've had black bear. It's good.
I've never had black beer.
Hey, you like that bear chili cheese dip? So yeah. I was like, that's him on the wall.
Yeah, I've had black bear. It was like a jerky, but like a sausage. Like they had it shaped like a Slim Jim, and I had that. I liked it a lot. It was good.
So we got it 3 different ways. So there's only a couple places that you can get it in Anchorage when you get it processed. And so we got one made in a bacon burger, which is phenomenal. And then Italian
You had me at bacon.
You had me at burger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Italian sausage, which not so good. But then chorizo. And I'll tell you what, man. You come up here, I'll cook you some friggin' bear burger chorizo. You don't even know it's bear. And then when I tell some of the people, I'm like, you just say bear. They're like, ah.
No, I would always want to try a bear. I don't know. I always like to try lots of stuff.
The only thing I'm against, I don't like a lot of sea creatures, you know.
I can't eat seafood.
I like some seafood, but when I think of something that looks like a ball of slime with legs, I ain't eating it.
Hey, sir.
I'm not eating an octopus. I'm not eating nothing like that, sir.
Hey, and no, sir, that's Angel. Angel would eat like freaking oysters like mad, and it looks like snot to me. But no, listen, you understand, guys. Angel, we lived in the barracks together, and I was his roommate, and he used to fry fish.
He had to throw lobster away.
He would fry fish in the barracks, so everybody would smell fish. But he used to love
he grew up
oysters, man.
He grew up on island, right?
Yeah, Palau, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you know? I didn't know
seafood, man.
Yeah, but it's different when you're like in a barracks full of people.
That's probably that's what he's used to.
Yeah,
I drank with Angel one night, and you know what he said? He goes, "People on my island, you know what we eat?" I said, "What?" He said, "White people."
White people. Yep. He always said that. White people. Yep. He always said white people. Always.
I'm like, well, he's like, and then he told me the story. He's like, the Europeans came here in 1730 or some shit.
We ate them.
And we ate them.
No, he always used to say that.
Yeah,
Angel.
But it's pretty funny.
He had a kind soul, man.
I liked him a lot. He was hilarious. He left an impression on me.
Yeah, he did.
I barely knew him, but I hung around with him about 2 or 3 nights. But he was. I always tell people the story about that. Like, yeah, did I ever tell you about this guy from Palau? I tell people the story. He's like, my buddy in the army. He brought his army bud here, and it was this insane guy from this island.
Dude, Angel was the best. Angel was the best. He was so awesome. Me and Angel used to drink a fifth of Grey Goose apiece. Jesus. Like we would play poker.
Your fucking liver's like Swiss cheese by now.
No, we'd play poker, right? We had people in our room. We'd play poker. We'd buy a fifth of Grey Goose. he'd buy one, and I'd buy one. I would drink a fifth. He would drink a fifth. Then it's time to go out to Tacoma.
So Jay, who's a Radio Underground contributor / talent /
he's a radio
commenter.
He's a Radio Underground alum.
Yeah, and he's like, I like being old enough to remember when the State Fair had legit freak shows. Me too.
Me too.
Why can't you have the fucking bearded lady or the freak? But the funny thing is, nowadays the freak show would be like normal.
Yeah, right.
Like every day in a city.
Yep.
Like they were the bearded lady. That's a guy now. That's the thing.
So what do you guys got going on with this radio podcast?
Okay. So, anyways, like every Saturday now, it starts at 9:00. It used to be 10:00. We just our friends would follow us, or other people some people from around the world would follow. Actually, my buddy Mike and Alan. Them once in a while, I'm on it. I'll come because I grew up with Mike. He's one of my best. He is my. I have like 2 best friends in the world, Frank and Mike. That's it. I always say that. But anyways, he has this podcast, and they just talk about
we talk about anything, sir.
Anything that's funny.
There was a premise to the whole show initially, right?
Yeah, there's no religion, politics involved, or it's mainly like just
we all have different views, so we just rather not bring that into it.
Yeah, we don't argue
for fun
or something like that.
It's supposed to be for fun, and it's my therapy. I mean,
yeah, we complain about our lives a little bit, sir. But to give you a quick backstory, we were on the FM band. I broadcasted illegally. I was a pirate, so we were on the FM band.
Yeah, he used to be on the radio.
And back when I did that, about Bob here, the warmonger, he was on that show then. And then I first went to the internet in like probably 2004 or something. And I did a simulcast, so I was on the air and the internet, so it was like this, who are these guys, this mysterious thing. And Bob here, he was back from Iraq, but he had you were with those cavalry kids.
I got the needs of the army shit.
But your buddies that were in that when you were in Washington, Parr was one of the kids.
Yeah,
he's probably like 40 now, but he was young then. So you
Hey, they're picking on us 40-year-olds.
I'm 48.
I'm 42, sir. I'm old. I'm old as dirt.
Sir, what's going on was he had a radio station.
I've been doing it for 15 years, but we took a 10-year break is what I'm saying, sir.
Yeah, he had a radio station. The FCC caught him like a couple times.
Yeah, the FCC came and said, you got to shut it down.
Or he owes lots of money. So he stopped that, and all of a sudden, like technology came along, and all of a sudden it became a podcast.
Yeah, well, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. The show was nothing for about 15 years.
No, we had a big wrestling match, which I destroyed you at.
Yeah, you beat the shit out of me. Shut up. Yeah. I want to talk about that.
Say it again.
I want to talk about it.
Say it again.
Shut up. I want to talk about it.
Hey, sir, I used Michelson's techniques that he taught me to defeat Mike here.
But yeah, so this really started in probably about 99, and then 2003 we did it, and then now it's a podcast because of the Rogan, it's a thing, right? So
do you guys make money off of this?
No, fuck no. I don't make a thing.
We hope
there's
to.
there's no money. It's just something to do at nighttime.
No. We hope to make money off of this. We want to not work anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to make no money off this.
Sir, I do not want to work for a living anymore.
We're done.
I'm done.
I've done it for 35 years. I'm good.
I've been a truck driver for 21 years, and I'm tired of getting cut off. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
it's not as stressful as what you do, but it's still too much for me.
So anyways, sir,
I couldn't do what you guys do. Like, if you're talking about truck driving,
hey, Rick, check it out, sir. I was telling Mike, we went to a birthday party today, and our birthday party we went to was a 70-year-old person, which was our good friend's mom. And I was telling him how you called me when I was on my lunch break. And I go, hey, check it out. I talked to my fucking awesome freaking lieutenant that kept me alive. I told him that we're doing this podcast, and I'm going to see if we can get you on. That'd be freaking awesome. And you know what? You're on, which is amazing. You freaking came through.
Well, it's good, sir, because a lot of times we get people on and they don't have a lot to. They don't talk, but I can tell you're used to. You don't mind, telling a story. That's cool, man.
He loves making fun of Wolverine, so watch out there, man.
That I don't like about you, sir. I can't like that.
I should have talked about. What is it? 15 years of defeat.
Yeah, okay. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know. I'll make it up. I'll be like Joe Biden. I don't remember. Okay.
Yeah, sir. He got me with a key lock. It hurt, sir. It hurt really bad.
Little stabs. I don't know how to do all the things that he does on Facebook, but I do enjoy his little stabs, like, hey, Ohio State and stuff like that. I do enjoy those. I just don't know how to reciprocate.
Well, sir, it's just one thing. Fuck Ohio State. Fuck them up their asses.
We hate them, sir. Sorry.
We hate them.
Fuck the fuck.
I will always love you. I'll always love you, but I always fucking hate that team. But we do. Hey, we have a great basketball team coming up.
They are the great Satan.
Yeah, like at least you're not from Ohio. You're from Chicago. So
you grew up in Chicago,
that makes you
Illinois.
Somewhat redeemable, sir.
Yeah.
You're not actually from Ohio.
I'm grandfather.
No, what redeems him is he was my lieutenant. He kept me alive for freaking in Iraq. So he kept me alive. This guy is amazing. You have no clue. Mike, Lieutenant,
man, there's a lot of personal survival skills at the same point that to go into it.
Yeah, but you don't remember I wasn't right out of basic training. I had a couple field missions, and I was in Iraq, and the people like you and Sagabine and Polani and all you guys that kept me alive. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing half the time until like a couple months in. Like I just got out of basic training. I was a private first class going to Iraq, and you and Sergeant Davis made me a team leader as a private first class. You remember that?
So, I mean, at that point, like
a team leader as a private first class because my team leader I can't remember. But anyways, I became a team leader as a private first class, and I had Robbins under me.
Talent is. I mean, we're not going to choose somebody to do that. I mean, go back to what I said earlier. I mean, we're all trying to figure out ourselves.
I know.
And what they don't know is that is the first part of the war. So we didn't know how from our ass.
We had to learn. We totally had to learn. We had to adjust with the situation. And you know what the Army do? Come on, you remember? Adapt, overcome. Was it
persevere, man. It's all in the training that we do.
So I thought about throwing a line in there, but I'm way out of place to speak it. But I just thought of the Heartbreak Ridge. He's like, he adapted, he improvised. Remember that?
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah, like Clint Eastwood beat up Big Swede.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
So here you go. For all your people out there, I get a funny story.
Sure.
So, no shit, there I was, like, platoon leader. I was 29 years old, 27 years old at that point. So I was all proud. I finally got my platoon, Rob's in the platoon. I got 40, people or so.
Were you a ranger?
Yeah.
Okay, is this when you were a ranger? Okay.
So there I am, all proud and shit like that, and there goes White. No shit in the formation, and he just falls down.
Is he the guy from Wisconsin?
Yep.
White, yes, I remember White. Yeah, he left right when I got there with the glasses, crazy glasses. White, yeah, I remember him.
No shit.
Did he have those black rimmed glasses you guys give out?
No, it was a BCGs, but he had different ones. And White was he was the first person I met when I came to Charlie Company because I lived in his room for like 3 days with all my shit until I moved to Pike's room.
So no kidding, he like falls down, and I'm like, holy cow, pick him up, get him to the room. Just dumb and drunk, man. That was, like I said, we had the drunkest platoon, but we had get us in the field.
Well, dude, you got to balance out the fucking party and the.
No. Hold on one sec. I don't know if you remember, Saga Bean got married. When Saga Bean got married, we all went to the strip club. I don't think you were there, but we all went to the strip club. We had formation early in the morning too, by the way. So we all got drunk. You're not allowed to drink at the strip clubs there at the time. I'm not sure how Washington is now, but you weren't allowed to. But we were getting hammered in the parking lot, go to the strip club, come back and forth, got hammered. Well, when formation came, all right, Sergeant Davis came out to us and said, hey, we're all getting something with the battalion command, because we just got back from Korea not too long ago, and we're getting coins or something like that. Well, all the platoon, all the squad leaders like Alamani and Alexander, they all got together and said what we were going to do for PT was to go get breakfast because we're all hungover. we're all hungover, the whole platoon, because we all went to Sagabean's thing. And when we got back, all of a sudden, literally just got back, formation. We got the battalion colonel to congratulate us on what we did at Korea, how good we did. So we all in formation. I'm about to puke. He walked through the formation giving coins out and shaking our hands. I swear to God, that guy must have almost got drunk just going through our formation because we were wasted. I swear to God, none of us we didn't know it was going to happen. None of us knew it. We had no idea what was going to happen. We were all going to go eat pancakes, and that was our fucking PT.
Now, sir, can
Those
you?
are some of the things that you learn years later? Apparently, almost 20 years later.
Yeah. We didn't tell you about it. We didn't tell Sergeant Davis about it either. We all went out for Sagabine got married. It was his before he got married. It was his bachelor party. We're all his fucking went out to Tacoma, a strip club. We all got wasted, drinking in the parking lot because you can't not allowed to drink there. We're all came back like 4 a.m. We had formation at 6:30 a.m. And he came through the freaking formation to give us like an extra coin because we had 1 million coins anyways from Korea, from all the generals. And I think he probably got drunk going through it.
Yeah.
I remember that like it was yesterday because we all wanted to go eat pancakes.
I want to highlight to everybody, though, that one DUI in that platoon.
Not one.
Not one.
Neither of me.
Most of
Hey, Rick, I've never had one either. I'll be honest with you, I've never had one either.
That platoon, not one DUI in the 18 months I was platoon leader there, which is rare.
That's amazing.
But mostly
They can walk, sir. They can walk.
You don't understand.
No.
We're drunks.
That's what load them up in the back of back then, the GMC 2500. She'd load them up. She'd take them all back on post. And literally it was like, oh, you're back.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we have the greatest brotherhood ever. Our platoon was the best. I mean, it's like we're brothers. I talk to almost every single one of them all the time.
No.
And then here, my lieutenant here calls me all the time to check up on me, make sure I'm all right. That's awesome.
We appreciate it, sir. Now, sir, I got to ask you a question. Like, when you're in you've been in the military for all these years, and it's a intense situation, high stress and everything. So does it make, like, when a guy fucks with you at the bar, just seem like a joke? Is that, like, just, like, nothing to you?
I'll be honest with you. I'm older, so I don't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the quiet professional's better than being an asshole. Don't get me wrong. Like, first 10 years, I was a fighter. I'll start a fight. I'm from Chicago, so I'll start a fight with anybody. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I mean, I was even at Anchorage, and I was looking at the counter, trying to get my hot dog or something like that. And I saw this dude. He's like, trying to start a fight. I'm like, I just ignored it. I mean, there's no sense in it.
Yeah, because like compared to what you have to deal with, it's like a joke. It doesn't like the pride of like, hey, bro, you afraid to fight me? Like, yeah, I'm afraid to fight you. Yeah, whatever. Because like at the end of the day, the shit that you've dealt with and experienced is magnitudes more intense than a bar fight.
What happens if I jump on that dude, whip his ass, and stab him in the throat with a pencil? Like, I'm gonna go to jail.
Yeah. It's not worth it.
It's not. I got a family. I got my wife. I got 2 dogs. I'm invested. Yeah, and I mean, you can't sit there. You're 24/7. That's what a lot of fighters and stuff like that don't understand in the Army. You're 24/7 at the military. You represent the military. The soldier goes out and does something stupid. It's not the soldier. It's not the individual. That's the Army.
Yeah, it reflects on you guys.
Absolutely.
I understand that. Now, like,
I mean, we're the most respected, profession, and I say profession because, they raise their right arm, they go to basic training, and once they get to the unit, they're professional.
Yeah.
They're expected to act like professionals.
absolutely.
So, And is that what? I mean, is me being a jackass? Is that what you want from your, United States Army? Probably not.
No.
No, you don't want to. I mean, that's given a perception to, especially if civilian people see that from somebody. Well, that's given a bad perception. In their mind, they're thinking, oh, is that how they all act? Well, no, that's not. That's an idiot.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I had
Don't get me wrong. I did my stupidity where a
Yeah, we all have.
fraternity
we all have, sir.
and
Yeah, we're all young, so
Yeah,
a fraternity in Alabama wanted to be a jackass and kick a couple of our asses. What happened next? You got 100 people
yeah,
coming to kick us.
absolutely.
But like Rob says, I mean, we're a brotherhood. I mean, we live and die by how much we care for each other, and that care goes so much.
And it's literally a case of life and death with you guys. It's not a saying. It's a reality. So it's.
Yeah, I mean, in some cases.
And I appreciate that you're willing to take it that far with your belief and your commitment. I mean, most people are not wired to take it to that extreme.
I guarantee you, if I got about 684 soldiers in the battalion, and I guarantee you, if I went downtown and got in the fight, could I go and probably of those 684, probably get 600 of them and go just completely wreck shop? Yeah.
Sure.
But what does that do? What does that do for us?
Yeah,
it does nothing for us.
No, it doesn't.
Being the quiet professional sometimes, do I see stupid people doing stupid things and get pissed off? Of course.
Yeah.
You act like you've been there before.
My uncle, my dad's brother, he got drafted during Vietnam, and my dad and my uncle before he passed away, he would always tell me funny stories. He's like, I got drafted for Vietnam and everything, and people always say, oh, thank you, blah blah blah. He's like, no. He goes, you don't understand. He goes, I went to El Paso, Texas, and that's where I stayed. He got drafted for Vietnam, never had to leave Texas ever. He went to El Paso and that was it, and he had to do communications because he was kind of a high IQ guy.
Combo guy.
Yeah, he was a high IQ guy. He could work with gadgets and stuff, and then he ended up working for.
Infantry's high IQ.
AT&T. Well, I mean,
Come on.
I mean, he was a nerd.
Well, infantry's nerdy.
Yeah, when he got drafted he never left Texas once during Vietnam because he ran the lines, and then he worked for AT&T till he retired 10, 15 years ago.
So I know Fort Bliss well. I was there for almost 3 years. And my uncle's Chicago cop. My whole family's Chicago cops. We're still hating.
Oh my God, dude! They really hate cops in Chicago. Oh my Lord!
So it's
Chicago, you guys are right up there with us in the crime.
No, Chicago they ban guns, but yet people are killing each other left and right because they ban guns.
I wouldn't want to go to Chicago, man.
Criminals always have it, just like drugs.
Well,
they ban drugs, but all drug dealers are gonna have it, and they're just
Mayor
Chicago,
Lightfoot looks like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, she doesn't she?
Yeah,
she looks like Beetlejuice.
But yeah, your family, you got a family of cops, is what you're saying, sir?
Yeah, and my uncle's a Vietnam vet, and dude, I mean, granted, your uncle didn't leave, but he was still, a veteran, and they got treated like
Everybody serves a purpose in the
Yeah.
military. You have a position. There's a reason you have that position because it's needed.
I know,
Now,
but
my-
it's an infantry thing.
Yeah, my other
That's
uncle,
what he's saying.
my other uncle, who's Morgan's dad. Morgan calls in all the time, and he was artillery in Vietnam.
Infantry guys.
Yeah, big-
Yeah.
yeah, but like,
It's funny.
but Bob, you know Morgan, his dad, my uncle, he was artillery.
Dude,
And-
my
and he was-
my grandfather was infantry in the Korean War,
That's sick.
and he raised me. My mom and dad were both drug addicts.
Yeah.
Almost, kind of like they didn't raise me. My grandfather raised me. He was a Korean War veteran.
He was a badass.
I joined the military right after 9/11. That's when I joined the military. I'm all about freaking country, freedom, everything. So
and then
that's me.
my grandpa, his job
have a
was
duty.
My grandpa, he had to guard the German prisoners in World War II, and they spoke English. So he like talked to like people always talk about you're a Nazi. There's like no, dude. My grandpa actually talked to real Nazis. It's like he guarded the prisons. He was the guard, and he would talk to them. They could speak English. These dudes.
So, I mean, and like everybody serves. I say the Air Force and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's not talk about detainees, okay?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about detainees. We're not. No, I don't want to talk about that.
Everybody who
Did
serves
you get a full charge?
has a place. So I mean, and
What?
some are a little bit higher speed, some are in contact, some are not. It's what to do. I mean, we were put in situations that we probably wouldn't like to know or talk about, but it's,
Hey man.
Yeah. Well, what happened? What happened with me was, I would, obviously I was a state champ in track and cross country. I was a good runner and stuff.
Again,
I
Bob will tell you how great he was. He loves to tell
listen,
you.
I'm going to tell you what happened with me. Like I went to Louisville. Went to Louisville to run for Louisville and all this. Some bullshit happened. When I came back, I started hanging out with the wrong people. All right, 9/11 happened, and I wanted to do something with myself. I joined the Army, and it just happened that 21 days before I went to basic training, I met my wife, which was my girlfriend.
Yep.
I mean, I
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
But hey man,
I started drinking a lot and experimenting with stuff and whatever. I mean, so I joined the Army, and you know what? It's awesome. Army's great. I love it.
now sir,
it straightens out a lot of people.
if you weren't in the military, if let's say you didn't do the military, you were out what kind of job would you see yourself doing? Do you have a hobby? What do you like to do? What would be a thing?
I'd be a Chicago cop. Getting ready to retire.
Yeah, I totally see you doing that too.
So you're just one of these hardcore motherfuckers. You're going to be doing something dangerous no matter what.
He's hardcore. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to be.
Yeah, he's totally hardcore.
You're not thinking about a garden or any of that shit.
Dude, he was my lieutenant. He's totally hardcore. Trust me.
It's one of those things. I mean, I'm 45 years old, and I can still smoke 90% of all these damn youngins.
How many push-ups can you do?
I could do more.
I usually stop at 75 because that's the limit.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Is that it?
I used to do about 90 to 100.
Damn.
But in my age, I stopped at 75 to kind of preserve myself for the rest of the PT test.
I can do one.
Hey, sir, I mastered the PT test, if you remember correctly. I really did. I mastered it. I was only a private, too.
It's pretty awesome.
I know. I was pretty good.
Again,
Bob,
Bob
you
will
ever,
let you know.
I wasn't smart. I was really
Bob
good
will let you know
athletically.
Sir,
I was just very smart, but I was really good athletically, I guess.
Bob's favorite subject is himself, as we know.
If you want to know about Bob's accomplishments, just ask Bob. He'll let you know.
He'll bring out the trophies and the certificates, and
Mike,
we love him.
Hey, Mike, you saw it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, then there
Because
you
you
go.
always have the shit on hand.
No, I don't.
Dude, he's gonna go out to the car right now and grab.
They're in the boxes in my house.
I was the platoon leader in the run, and you got.
Got them all laminated.
Wait. Did you say state championship?
Yes, I went to
state champion. Right. Okay.
state champion.
Just wanted to make sure it wasn't county.
1995.
Wasn't county champ.
Oh no, I won the county like.
Oh,
5
and then
times
went
in a
to the
row.
state. Right.
I could probably win a state championship.
I won the
at-
county championship 3. I'm the only person
Buffalo
ever
Wings.
won the mile 3 years in a row.
Yeah, but it's Michigan, so does it really count?
No, you actually the guy when I won the Mid East Meet of Champions, the person that took second place was Ohio, and I was first from Michigan. So
Yeah. Is he in a wheelchair?
he's just not as good as me. He's not from Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, Chicago.
Chicago.
Hey, I miss you. I miss you, sir. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, I miss. the
No,
entire
man. If it
team.
were for you, Polani, Sagami, all those guys, I wouldn't even be here talking right now.
No,
They're
Yeah,
more of my
you're
best
right.
friends in the world.
I got another funny story. So Polani, he keeps bringing up that name. So Polani was the running the litter.
I know.
He's
He's a run. Hey, Polani's the guy with the cinder block. I went to Germany with. Yeah, how that big dude. His brothers are way bigger than him.
well, if he's Samoan, then he could be
No,
bigger.
he's Tongan.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah, they're naturally huge. Yeah.
No, but he's only about 5'7".
5'7". Yeah,
So he's like running
No,
the
but he's
litter.
like 5'7" from one chest to the other.
yeah. Like
So I sit there and I ask Polani, I'm like, hey, why are all the new soldiers wearing black eyes? I'm like, what the hell's with this?
Yeah.
Sir, did you want the real answer or did you want the answer? No, I want the real answer. So he was a corporal at the time.
Yeah, Corporal
And-
Polani. Yeah, he's E4.
So basically what the new soldiers would do is they would antagonize the new soldiers. Be like, hey, you ain't got a hair in your ass. You don't go knock on the door and just punch them.
punch the guy that answered the door.
Yes, that's yeah, of course.
And Kalani, like, wow, run to the litter is freaking jacked. So basically, they would sit there and freaking damn knock the door. Then they hit him.
Yeah,
They hit him right back in his hand. It's being Palau and still running the litter. His hand was about the size of your face.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Hey, sir, check this out. Hey, my first weekend at Charlie Company, I don't remember. Specialist Bellinger. Bellinger was there. He didn't deploy with us, but he got out just before we deployed. And Sergeant Polani, I'm sorry, it was Corporal Polani at the time. They all took me to, remember Frankie's in Olympia?
oh, yeah.
Remember Frankie's? They took me to Frankie's and they were testing me because I was a new private and they tested me. Like, almost fought the whole bar because they were getting me into a fight. All of them. Polani, Sagavine, Bellinger. They were testing the new private if I was going to back down or not.
Man, you were a state champ.
No, the whole thing about was they're testing me because
Hey, sir, did you know that Bob was a state champ?
No, everybody
I don't know if
else
you're aware
in
of
there,
it.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know because I was new. But everybody else in there were Joes too. Like you have like infantry from 1, 2, 3 and 2, 3. They're all Joes too. I had no clue, and they were like trying to get me into it to see. They were like testing
And you
me.
kicked all their asses.
Oh my God, hell yeah, man! I remember fucking when the fight broke out. What's his name? Plani goes, I know Sergeant Major Mangosing. He's my boy. And all of a sudden, everybody just like scattered like ants. Everybody's scared because there was a fight that broke out because they pretty much got me into a fight. And I was new. And everybody's scared like ants because Plani comes out, I know Sergeant Major Mangosing, and you're fucked, and you're fucked, and you're fucked. And all of a sudden, everybody's scattered. And Frankie's. Remember Frankie's where all the fat girls were at?
Hey, quit picking on them.
I'm not picking on them. It's the truth. Remember, we used to make fun of it. That's all. It was like the big, I don't know.
They need love too, right?
No, I'm not picking on them. It's just, there's a thing we used to say at a Charlie company. Frankie's is.
Oh, yeah, I know Frankie's well.
Yeah, Frankie's was fun. It was a fun time. But yeah, they tested me. They tested me when I was new. When I was brand new private. Straight out basic training. My first week there. And Sergeant Howe, he was at the time was a specialist, did nothing but stand there and laugh the whole time. He just stand there and laugh like, what the fuck? You gonna help me out here? Just laughed. Yep. Well, anyways.
Neckbone, what's up, Ben? Ben says, yo. Ben, the Neckbone is a Navy guy. So what's up, Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Ben? I think it was Ben. Ben in the Persian Gulf?
Yeah, Ben was Persian Gulf. Yeah.
Ben was in the Persian Gulf, yeah. Yeah, that's a personal friend of us.
Yeah, he was a Navy guy.
He was in the Navy.
Navy gets the Army gets Navy gets the gravy, the Army gets the beans. My grandpa used to say. That's what they say in the Korean War.
Yep.
But
the old days.
Hey, thanks for calling in, sir. I appreciate it.
Sir, we do appreciate your call.
I appreciate it.
A lot of times we get people to call in, they don't have a lot to say. You were fucking a phenomenal guest.
Absolutely.
You were awesome.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it.
If you want, I can tell more funny stories about Rob.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead and do it. Say more funny stories about me. Go ahead. It's fine. The audience will love it.
Bob loves to hear about himself, so go ahead, sir.
Yeah, but funny ones, I'm not sure of how this is going to go, man. It might be bad for me.
Are you guys all in like one little room?
Yes.
Yeah, we're in a room. Yeah.
Just three guys in a room. That's where we are right now.
Yeah. We're about to be moving into our new studio eventually here.
Yeah. Set up
So
studio.
you guys are all doing like Trulies and just like with the old guy?
I'm being honest with you. We're in Mike's living room, just me, Mike, and Alan.
Yeah, there's three of us in a room.
That's it. Then we have our audiences texting in, or they're computerizing in. What do you call it?
They're texting.
Texting in, yeah.
Commenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you guys do nowadays. Text everything.
Yeah, I have no clue because I'm freaking old like you, sir.
I'm older than all of you.
Yep. Al's actually really old. He's like,
you said you're like 48 and what? 42?
Yeah, I'm borderline 50.
He's Methuselah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 43 years old and my body's been broken for a while, and I still throw steel all day long. So.
Hey, come to Alaska and we'll go on a run.
Definitely. I totally would love it too. Running in Alaska would make my life.
I would run with you, sir, as long as you're really good at CPR.
Yes, we all are. We're all certified CPR.
I'm a large man. I don't know how long I could run at this point. Maybe 50 feet, possibly.
This is kind of amazing. Hey, sir, this is really kind of amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. At Rock Base, I was actually calling him, and mortars came down. My buddy that you're talking to, Mike, heard the mortars in the background.
I did.
I was on top of the MWR building, whatnot, calling my best friend. And he's right here. And I had to get off the phone because mortars coming down, and he remembered hearing it and everything. Swear to God, Rock Base. Sir, I'm not
Yeah, no
lying.
shit,
Rock
man.
bass.
No shit, there I was talking to my wife, and moved around, start, landing. And I'm like, gotta go.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
So she had that for the next 12 hours.
I remember that one day when we got hit. Freaking, I ran my 240 was in Tower 1, and Tater was on it. And I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, which is now my wife, and shit hit the fan. And that's when I threw grenades over, and Bean and Bell got hit with shrapnel in his lip. When I went and saw him, I go, of all places, you got hit in your lip. He's like, don't make me laugh, Curtis. Don't make me laugh, Curtis. Like, all places, your big lip, you got hit in the lip.
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember running to Tower 1 to reinforce it. And I left my freaking 9mm, my Beretta up there. I had to run back up, grab my Beretta, run back to reinforce it. And shit was going crazy. I remember that. That was nuts. I remember calling you. I remember calling you on the radio about the one sniper guy down Route Corvette.
Yeah.
Route Corvette, the sniper guy I took out, and Route Corvette. I remember calling you because you guys went out to go search for the dipshits.
Yep.
All right, gents. I'm going to get ready to head over to my buddy's house, do some serious beer drinking.
All right, sir.
All right, well, we're doing that right now, but we're 3 hours ahead of you. So.
Sir.
Hey, I love you, sir. I really do. I miss you.
Sir, he sold you as this guy's awesome, this guy's great.
Yes.
But you ended up being better than what he said.
Yeah, absolutely.
You did a great job.
Enjoyed the.
No, man. Hey, I look up to Lieutenant Eaton, man. I really do. Oh, it's Lieutenant Colonel Eaton now.
Lieutenant Colonel Eaton?
Yes, dude, he's the best, man. I love him.
We will be calling you in the future.
All right. Hey,
Hey, keep doing good with the Army. Be a good leader like you've been to me. I know for fact you will.
All right,
I
sir.
only got a couple more years left.
Yeah.
All right, love you, buddy.
All right, man. Bye. All right, what's going on?
I was just playing something, listening.
All right, so
yeah, I noticed somebody. We got somebody else on the
Dungeon Craft 113.
That's
the kid.
Yes,
that
the
played
kid.
the awesome songs that we played last week. In fact, we're gonna play it right now. We're gonna take a little break.
A little music virtuoso.
And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about heavy metal when we get back. We're gonna continue our conversation on metal. Dungeon Craft is a really good player.
Yeah, and he wasn't here when we were talking about top 5 metal bands.
And but we're going to talk about some metal in a different context, not the top 5. But all right, so we're going to take a little break, and this is Dungeon Craft. Good YouTube channel, check him out. And this is him playing his dad's song. So he's doing some progeny stuff.
Yeah.
This is Biker Finger Anthem.
All lives matter? I don't think so. Biker finger. Biker finger. Biker finger. Joe the Master. HD, HD, HD. Raise your finger. Raise your finger. Raise your finger. HD, HD. Born to die. Loud pipes save lives. Ride free or die! HD, HD. Born to die. Raise your finger.
Would you buy me a 40? Could you be so kind to me? You know it's been such a long time since I had oxen barley. Let's go to the embassy. A 12-pack and you and me at last. Now I know that you're my true love. You'll never look down on me. I'm just a distant man living my one-track mind on 40.
All right. 85 degrees in the Motor City.
All right.
We just had the interview with the great Lieutenant Colonel Eaton.
Lieutenant Colonel Eaton, my old platoon leader. He is awesome.
Now, Bob, I got to ask you,
Yeah.
is that a cold or you got allergies? Because you're snotting it up.
I have freaking cold. No. I have allergies like always. Always have allergies. You know that.
Me, I get allergies so bad too, and my fucking face hurts like a bitch. The fucking frontal lobes and the fucking, I hate it. Anyways, guys.
No, it's all I have to do is smoke a cigarette and all of a sudden freaking.
And then you feel great.
No, I feel like shit most of the time. But anyways.
So, guys, we were talking earlier about the heavy metal before the Honorable Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel was in here. So, if you had to pick
Freedom fighter,
yep. Hero,
yes, hero,
master of the art of war. So, if you guys had to pick one album for the rest of your life, one album,
oh, wow.
God, the universe, or whatever deity you admire says, this is all you can do from now on.
Does it have to be metal?
Doesn't it? Well, we're metal guys, but it could be anything. Could be anything.
I have mine. I
what?
know exactly.
Tell me.
Siamese Dream.
Really?
Yep.
Seriously.
Siamese Dream, Smashing Pumpkins.
Well, we wanted an honest answer.
It's honest.
Okay.
Total honest.
Al, do you have a thing?
The Warmonger says Siamese Dream, Smashing Pumpkins. I know you thought it was going to be Slayer or fucking Pantera or something hardcore. No. It's not that. It's more alternative.
One album that I could listen to over and over again the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Man.
Man, you have it worse than me, I think.
Led Zeppelin for
you
life.
love music. You love music more than me, so.
Because, like, Led Zeppelin 4? Yeah, I'm more a Led Zeppelin 1 guy. I'm not a Led Zeppelin 4 guy. I don't really like Black Dog and Rock and Roll and the ones that everybody likes. I really don't. I mean, Stairway to Heaven's a great song, but I don't want to hear it over and over
We
again the rest of my
appreciate
life.
the Honorable Chris, because he told us there's no video on the feed. I had the bar up. I just had the band.
Chris.
Chris. Chris.
Yeah, he told me you'll be listening in tonight.
Yeah, he came on. Yeah,
Oh, happy birthday to your mom.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
The
Happy
Honorable
birthday.
Chris.
you know who she shares a birthday with?
Ooh.
Oh, Howard. Although he's been dead for 48 years or whatever, 40-something years now. Oh, Howard from the Three Stooges.
You know who almost. What the fuck?
Oh,
Stop spilling
shit.
Stop spilling shit in my
You
fucking
are
house.
done.
Ah.
God damn, man. He's trying to keep this place clean
Who do
and
you
tidy.
think? Who do you think you are, Frank?
So,
Who needs Frank when you're coming around here tearing everything up?
Led Zeppelin 1 or 2, I'm good.
I really don't care,
I
though.
don't know about as the only album I can listen to the rest of my life. I don't know. That's a really tough one. Because I could go like Seasons in the Abyss.
Oh, right there. There's those, and then you can get a.
What was your point, man? I don't know.
Because I could probably totally listen to Seasons in the Abyss. Or all right, we have to take a moment of silence here for drunk fuckers spilling beers since forever.
Does the kid want to call in? We can call him. Fuck it.
I have no idea.
Do you want me to call you, Dungeon Craft? Do you have his phone number?
I
on
do. I don't know what I have in my new phone. My old phone
phone? We
has.
can call him. Talk about music a little bit. I mean, if do you?
I don't know what I got saved in my phone because, like, when I got the new phone, it didn't transfer everything over.
We can put you on. You want? I mean, I can't DM while I'm doing all this shit though.
What is DM?
Direct message. But I could send him my phone number. He could call, or I'd call him. Just get him on here.
Sorry for spilling beer all over your table, dude.
I really don't care.
Next time you clean it up.
I have 3 cats. This house is fucking. It smells like fucking Pet Supplies.
No,
Plus in
I
here.
cleaned that up, and you should clean it up next time. It's your house, and I'm your guest.
So I don't know.
Yeah, you need to fucking clean it up next time, dude. It's
So
cool, dude. Totally not cool.
I don't know. He if he's listening, he hasn't responded to your. I don't have his number in here.
All right, we won't bother him.
It's in my old phone.
Hey, I could call somebody.
We don't have to call him.
Want another war buddy?
So all right. So basically, we're you asked what
Dude, your cat's
album
looking-
for the rest of your life.
We could call Frank and ask why he bitched out.
Oh, he's fucking video gaming.
No, he's playing Destiny 2. We'll talk. Three
That's
of us.
not an excuse, I don't
Three of
care.
us is plenty. Three of us is plenty.
Oh, do we have plenty? We have fucking Alan here. That's all you need.
Al can go all night, and we got to go with Al heavy topics.
Dude, your cat's fucking licking the water out of you.
That's why that's why the water's there.
Let's just talk about that.
That's why the water's there for the cats.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So
What's
Al,
that?
Al, I
Here,
wanted
have some beer.
Al, I wanted to ask you
Yes.
because I don't watch him. Bob does too.
What?
I guess this is for both of you. Like, what is the state of Detroit sports overall? I don't watch them.
Oh my
I don't
God, it's
know. Is it all
terrible.
bad?
No,
the whole thing.
I mean, I don't consider it like. I mean, like if you look at like some right now, like the big thing is that we've got now with the Lions. You never know, but it looks like they've put.
You always know for the Lions, so hush. You know that.
No. What I'm saying is, with any guy that you hire, you never know what's going to happen.
I'll tell you.
Right now, it's a new guy who is putting people in place around him because he's already admitted I've never been a general manager. I'm putting people around me
Yeah, no shit.
who are going to help me pick the right people.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the Pistons, the guy they got last year, he's showing. I mean, look, dude, we've got several Pistons players that
No,
are
the coach of Pistons I like a lot.
But the GM though is what I mean. Like
exactly,
he got rid of,
I don't trust the GM.
I do. Dude, he got rid of everybody for us.
I'm gonna tell you about the Lions. They're the fucking Lions. It doesn't matter who the fuck you put in. I follow, and you know, Al, you're older than me.
Well,
you follow the Lions longer than I have. Because
well, no, I mean,
but it's the fucking Lions.
I know,
and I don't know if it's a curse of Bobby Lane. I don't care if it's a goddamn.
No, there was never.
It's the fucking Lions.
Dude,
so
first of all,
it's not the Packers.
We don't even want to go into the Bobby Lane thing because
I think the only
my opinion of Bobby Lane is not very good.
Okay, well,
so
yeah, fuck him anyway.
He played hungover.
Hey.
Yeah.
The only franchise I have a very good feeling that will happen in the next 5 years is the Red Wings because I don't know why, but I believe in Steve Yzerman.
I believe in Steve Yzerman. Right now, the Tampa Bay Lightning are vying for a spot in the Stanley Cup again. 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And guess
that
who
is
built
his
them?
team.
Yeah,
that is
he built
his
them.
fucking team.
Oh.
And yes, but he had the first thing a general manager does is clean up your mess.
Yep.
Okay.
The next person's mess.
Troy Weaver, the guy that they hired in Detroit, he did exactly that. He got rid of bad contracts and he brought in young talent that nobody knows yet. But there's three Pistons players right now that are virtually unknowns that all made it on the number 1 and number 2 all star.
Yeah, I know.
They're really good players.
Well, no, Pistons ain't in the bottom of my list. It's
they're definitely.
It's always the Lions. It's like the Wings.
They're definitely
the Wings. The Wings. I really think they have a future.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Because I have confidence in the GM.
Yeah, they absolutely do. They have
the second best confidence is. Yeah, the Pistons and
the Tigers. I'm not sure because
Lions. I don't know because I don't. It's so unsure.
The problem with baseball,
a new coach, new GM. They've never done it before. And they've done this before, like a million years, like every single fucking year.
So
new GM, new coach.
The problem with the Lions is like, well,
they can't get Bill Parcells and they can't get Belichick.
Fuck Bill Parcells.
They can't get like.
I don't want an 80-year-old.
No. I was using it as a fucking
They could have had
analogy.
Bill Parcells. They could have had him.
But I'm just saying, like
they could have had a lot of guys. You give a guy team control, and you've got him. That's what the Patriots did.
Well, that's what
they gave Bill Belichick
the coach,
team control.
Exactly. The coach, if he has control of it all, yeah, possibly, yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They could have had
totally.
They could have had him.
It's worth more than anything else with a GM.
They could have had. They could have had their. But I mean, the thing is that we had a guy. We had two guys actually who were winning for us. We had Jim Schwartz, and then they went into Jim Caldwell.
He did good at the beginning and sucked at the end.
No, he didn't. He sucked at the beginning, and he did good.
He was.
Dude, they were building an 0-16 team.
Jim Schwartz was the offensive coordinator for Tennessee, and
4 years, Bobby. 4 years, 3 years. They had a winning record
as a coach, man.
Yes, he was. 4 years out of 4 years.
Caldwell won a Super Bowl, I believe.
All right, so this is the Bobby show now. He doesn't let anybody get a word.
I'm sorry.
In, so.
Caldwell won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. So all of a sudden everybody's gonna think, oh yeah, he's gonna be fucking great. No.
Okay. But Caldwell, out of anybody in the last since the Lions, since the Fords owned the team, Jim Caldwell has the winningest record.
Yes. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
So he went to the playoffs.
I know.
So I mean. So they had it. All they needed were still building pieces. Jim Schwartz was a good coach. They were 0-16.
16, I know, yep.
So of course they're going to be bad.
I didn't think Jim Schwartz.
He won 11 fucking games. They got robbed by Dallas.
I still don't think Jim Schwartz was the man, dude.
He wasn't the man who.
He wasn't the man to take them over the top. Neither is Jim Schwartz.
No, he wasn't.
They need somebody that's.
That's why they got rid of him. He put him back on the map. Jim Caldwell came in and brought a different culture in, and if they would have kept him, But here's the problem. They fired the GM and put a GM in who didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and he didn't want Jim Caldwell.
Mayhew?
No. Bob, fucking the last guy.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he got rid of him for his boy, Fat Ass.
Yeah, he sucked too, Quinn.
Yeah, they had a winning team, and then what did they do? They fucking got rid of it. They had a winning team.
They didn't have a...
Dude,
They have shit.
dude, when you have a team that goes 9-7, all right, they've won.
Let me tell you why.
Dude, they won 36 games in 4 years. 36 games.
I'll give you one person. I'll give you one person why. Matt Stafford.
No.
Matt Stafford.
All right. When you have a team that won 30 plus games in 4 years, 36 games they won, then you go and get rid of him because it's not enough, and your guy wins 9 in the first 2 years because you've dismantled a team that you've already built.
Yeah.
That was already built. All it needed was key pieces. It was built. It wasn't a rebuild. That team was not a rebuild. There was, on both sides, there were starting players that were all young and talent levels to be starting players, and all they needed was key pieces.
I know. Hey, I tell you what, the running backs had 1,000 yards rushing and fucking. No.
There is no such thing as 1,000-yard rusher anymore, dude. There's only like 5 teams that fucking. There's no such thing.
Well, guess what? They're all winning the playoffs and probably won the Super Bowl too.
Every team has 3 or 4 running backs on it, and 2 or 3 of them are.
But the teams that have 1,000-yard rusher usually win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl.
No, they don't. Not in 20-something fucking years, dude.
Oh, the guy from fucking the Rams did the other. Gurley had 1,000-yard rushing. He was in the Super Bowl.
He didn't win a Super Bowl.
He went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I said went to the Super Bowl. I didn't say win it.
You're
Went to the
dude.
Super Bowl.
It's not even a rushing league anymore, dude. That dude can't even get. He can't even get a job. Dude, he's 26 years old and he can't even get a job.
You still got to run the ball. You have to have fucking offensive linemen. You got to run the ball. You can't fucking just.
No, it's a passing league.
You got to establish the
passing league.
No,
you have to establish the
wear
run.
Down the defense.
But you do not have to. Defense still wins championships.
You got to wear down the defense, and then that's how it's
not how. Dude, I watch every Super Bowl, man. They don't fucking do it anymore.
You got to wear down the defense, man.
They don't do it anymore.
Special teams are
there
key.
There is no team that has a single big rusher anymore, dude.
I'm a Lions fan. I love the Lions. I always love the Lions. Deep down inside, yes, I'm a fucking Lions fan. Oh, shit, did I say that? Fuck.
Yeah,
but
you did.
You know what? Lions always do it wrong.
You said it in front of God and everybody else.
They always do it wrong. Always. Every fucking time you build fucking line. Yeah. Offensive, defensive line.
You do it. We have a fucking line, dude.
Yes, no. Right now,
we've had it for fucking years.
No, we don't.
Yes, we did.
No, you think they were badass. They went to big schools.
No.
They sucked.
We had linemen. They weren't that good. Yes, we did.
Well, they weren't.
Yes, they did. They let them go. They let guys go. We had a guy that was a 3rd round that was a right guard, and Reggie Bush, who was at the end of his career, was rushing for almost 1,000 fucking yards behind this guy.
He was a pass rush.
He was
passing and rushing.
I know, but he was right. But he would have.
Yeah, no, he was a fucking talent.
He would have.
He was.
And he was at the end of his career.
Listen, man.
And they let that guy walk because he wanted a regular contract. He wanted to be paid like a fucking starter. You know where he went? He went to the fucking Saints. They gave him money. And guess what? They went to the Super Bowl.
No, he was the Saints in the Super Bowl before he was a Lion.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Dude, we drafted him.
You sure?
Larry Warford. No, I'm not talking about
right.
Reggie Bush. I'm not talking about Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush.
I'm talking. He almost made Reggie Bush relevant again. One lineman we had, and they let him walk.
Well,
they let him walk because for money. They said, "Oh no, we can get anybody."
Hey, who was it? Javid Best was next. Javid Best.
That was who we drafted
from California, University of California.
The only reason that dude couldn't do it is because he was a concussion.
He would have been badass if he didn't get
concussions.
Hurt. Dude, that guy was speed.
They should have never drafted him. They
should have
never
he got hurt in California.
They should have never gave him they should have never drafted him with the first round.
Dude, that guy was so fast it was ridiculous.
Yeah, but they should have never drafted him with the first round pick.
Well, he got hurt during the whole time. He got hurt. First game,
he had 4 concussions in fucking college.
Yeah,
he flipped over.
Yeah, well, that's the Detroit Lions for you.
He flipped over and landed on his fucking neck And we drafted him first over. We drafted him in the first round, number 20.
That's the Detroit Lions for you.
Yeah.
Is it different now?
Yeah. It's been different. They've been drafting different for fucking.
I've been saying that since 1986.
They've been drafting different for several years now.
No, it's fucking Lions.
But
I think they're cursed.
But when
I think it's a Bobby Lane curse.
there is no Bobby Lane curse.
It's a Bobby
fucking
Lane
myth.
curse. 50
It's a
years
myth.
ago, he said, "Hey, you trade
Dude,
me.
I got-
You're
I
never
got
going to
news
win
for you.
Super
That-
Bowl for 50 years."
I got news
well,
for you.
it's way over 40
That was
years.
almost 70 years ago.
Is it
That's
like
what I
the
said. I
Babe?
said, "Hey, 50 years later, it's like 20 years after
Is it like
that.
the Babe Ruth curse? Is it similar? Where he like left and then he didn't win for like.
Dude, he didn't even win the championship for us. He wasn't playing when we won the last championship. He was fucking
No,
injured.
he was about to get traded, too.
Yeah, he was injured.
Yeah.
And then they traded him the very next year. He wasn't even playing in that game.
But he had a key ability.
in the playoffs,
He played hungover.
Yeah, and
We got to give him credit for that.
In the playoffs, he threw like 3 picks and 1 fucking touchdown. That's it. So yeah.
So what?
I don't want to go into the Bobby Lane
So
thing because
what?
I already looked up
The
all
Bobby
his
Lane
stats.
curse.
I don't because I looked up all his stats a long time ago and
Hey, what about Bo Schembechler?
He was nothing special.
You want to talk about Bo Schembechler at all, anybody?
Well, what?
Just the whole
getting cornered by him.
No,
I'm just wondering. I want to know you guys' takes. I mean,
we talked about it last week.
oh, did you?
We want to let the facts come out before we.
I was thinking the same thing because I
Yeah.
think people like Mike Valeni and that piece of shit motherfucker
I love
needs a
Valeni.
fucking. I fucking hate that guy. That guy's the biggest jerk in the world. And you know what? I think honestly, get
I
out of
say that
Detroit,
sarcastically.
go back to New York, and get your New York guys all horning it up like a fucking goddamn nest. Because I'm fucking sick of listening to his stupid ass here in Michigan for the last like 15 years.
You know, I just love saying that I love Valeni because
I hate
know
that
how much
guy.
he hates him. I really don't care about him.
It's not a Spartan thing.
I don't even listen
No,
to him.
it's not a Spartan thing. The reason
Make plays.
Hey, okay,
I don't really
this is
listen
the
to
reason
him
why I
that
hate
much,
him. This is
but-
the reason why I hate him. When I got back from Iraq in like 2004 and I got out of the Army in 2006,
Yeah.
I was working a job security. And
Yeah.
I was actually listening to Radio Underground.
Uh,
But just before that, I was listening to Lenny, and he was talking about a certain Spartan that pissed him off during a football game.
okay.
And he was calling him garbage, and he's a piece of crap. And I'm literally listening to a guy talk to about a college student on the air about how he's garbage.
Yeah.
Like, dude, number one, he's a college student trying to get a degree.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a 19, 20-year-old kid, maybe 21, who knows, telling him he's garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
On the air in front of all of Detroit.
Yeah, that's fucking.
And I was like,
Who was
no,
it?
no, I'm being completely honest with you. And I just got back from when I was in the Army. And I'm listening to 97.1. I'm like, okay, this guy is literally talking about a college student. That's like a little kid
Yeah,
to
right.
me.
No, that's bullshit.
Calling him garbage player, garbage this, garbage. Because I guess Michigan beat Michigan State or something. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? In front of the entire Detroit area, this guy is saying he's fuck this guy. And over and over and over and over for the next 15 years,
He's piling on
I've
him.
actually heard him literally talk about even Michigan players, Ohio State players that are at college
Yeah.
being garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, sorry, Mr. Valeni. Check it out. I was a college athlete too, and it's fucking hard. We're not garbage. You're a dipshit. Fuck you.
You got to go
And
back
then
to
for the last 5-6 years, I have not listened to him. Fuck him.
You got to go. What's the? What was
I understand the audience will listen to that.
The,
and they'll get, yeah.
What's his
but
name?
no, you listen. A fucking goddamn teenager does not be called garbage and names in front of the
I
entire
agree.
Detroit
Yeah.
freaking area.
I don't know shit about the dude. I have never
I
listened.
guess he's from New York or something like
Well,
that.
I know who he is, but I have never listened to him because
we met. Remember we went down to Detroit.
Oh, yeah, one day.
We met his partner,
Terry.
Terry Foster. That guy's awesome.
No,
Yeah.
Terry Foster.
That guy, Terry Foster, actually put him in check.
Well, he's retired now.
And he worked for the Detroit News.
Yeah,
When they were partners,
Terry Foster's a really good
when
guy.
they were partners, you could tell he put him in check for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
But he wanted like an audience. Like
I've never. Well, he's shock value.
He's like, the whole
That's
thing,
how he got
the whole thing
hired,
was,
probably.
Like, the whole thing was like you want an audience, so you have to be like controversial. You want to like go nuts about it. You want to like And I know since I've been back from Iraq, I've noticed listening into him. That's what you wanted.
Well, that's probably what he was hired for.
Yeah. Well, exactly. He pulled it in.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's bullshit.
He's shock value.
No,
exactly. It's
no,
bullshit,
Bob. I remember at one point
it's bullshit.
You called in to Pat Caputo, and you got an argument with him.
I call him Fat Poohole. Yeah,
and you got into it with him because about the athlete difference between now and the old days.
2006 Tigers went to the.
So tell that story.
Okay, so 2006 is when I got out of the Army.
Yeah.
2006 also the
we went to the
Tigers-
World Series.
Yeah, against the Cardinals. Well, Pat Caputo was talking about the 68 Tigers and how much more talented they were.
They were.
Okay, that's your opinion.
There's no opinion.
So I
We had
call
30. We had
listen,
two 30 game winning pitchers on that fucking
listen, that's 68.
team. Wait, yeah,
2006, I'm like, listen here, I'm talking to Pat Caputo.
Yeah.
I'm like, nowadays, people are on roids. People have a freaking actual a personal trainer. We throw 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
More than that. People can fucking... Everything's better personality-wise, athletic-wise than 68. So there is no effing way that the 68 Tigers can beat the 2006 Tigers because... They used to
Well,
go
you're
out.
talking about athleticism.
Listen.
I had been listening.
Listen.
I know.
They could go out and drink beers after the game.
Yeah.
Eat fucking burgers and whatever else. Well, the 2006 Tigers are more like we are eating right. We have a person. Everybody has a personal trainer. Everybody's
right.
Possibly steroids, HGH, whatever the hell. So. Pat Caputo started fucking arguing with me about the 68. I go, and I was an asshole. It's not right. It's not the greatest thing to do, but I call him, listen here, Fat Poohole.
Yeah.
Well, Pat Caputo.
Yeah.
I call him Fat Poohole. Not right, not cool.
Yeah, right.
Well, my buddies at the other security thing heard the whole thing and laughed their asses off like, oh my God, you got away with calling him Fat Poohole. Yeah, it's not right thing to do, but I did.
No, but that's funny.
I was arguing with him,
Yeah.
and I mean, I think that there's no way in hell the 68 Tigers.
But you're talking athletically.
I'm
You're
just
talking about athletic.
I'm talking about there's no way the 68 Tigers line up against the 2006 Tigers. There's no way.
Well, baseball wasn't about athletic players. It never was. It was about the art of
There's no way that team will beat that team, though.
I disagree 100%.
Well,
give me one other than Verlander. Give me one fucking
it doesn't
superstar
matter.
player on
it
that
doesn't
team.
matter about their superstar players would have been superstar players back in '68 if they were the same.
Give me some other than Verlander. There wasn't.
They
anybody.
were super. Listen.
They were a good sound team that played together, and that's why they got to the World
I
Series.
understand that, but I'm just.
But
I'm
Maglio was a good player, but Pudge
you're
was a good player.
trained differently. You're trained more like your supplements.
I don't know who would have.
Faster. You're quicker. That's why every year the world.
The 68 Tigers, in my opinion, are one of the best fucking teams ever.
Yeah, but check it out. When you go to the Olympics, every year the 100-meter dash or the 100-meter butterfly or every year something gets broken because people get better. Yeah. Everything is broken. So when you come to baseball,
they've learned a lot. Yeah.
It's the same thing. 40 years ago, there's no way in hell they can compete.
I don't know. I've never, but
I don't know the 68 Tigers because I wasn't born back in the day.
I watched.
I'm saying they're faster, quicker, and that's just me. So that's my argument.
So you think that because there was a lot of players that were great athletic players, great strong.
Yeah, Al Kaline might get a hit. off of Justin Verlander.
I think a lot of them would get
was
his.
it Kenny Rogers might give up a hit. I mean,
I don't know.
I think no. I'm saying like athletic wise, there's no way.
I just remember watching this sports science thing, and they used 2 Tigers pitchers to prove their point, and it was like longevity as a pitcher in baseball, and they showed Verlander and Zumaya, and they said Zamaya's career will be quick, Verlander's will last a whole career.
And you know what happened?
Well, and it was because of the style of throwing.
Well, didn't Zumaya get hurt
lasted 1
playing?
year, yeah.
Zumaya got hurt playing fucking Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I mean, but
Who knows? I mean, who knows, really?
See,
I
like
mean-
they showed this whole sports science thing. I watched it on
Okay,
PBS.
I'm listening.
They showed the way that Zumaya threw, he would never make it very far, and because of how he threw his arm, where Verlander did core training and threw through his whole body, which showed longevity because the stress isn't in one area. Well, what did he keep hurting? His fucking shoulder. That's what
Zumaya tore up.
Zumaya. He never had Tommy John. It was always his shoulder.
Hey, I understand that totally because
of the way he threw.
No, honestly, science does come up with really.
Well, yeah, they were like, see, like Verlander throws.
But hey, was one other thing is science is wrong a lot more than right. True story.
Bullshit.
Science is always wrong, more than right.
Science is always wrong more than right. You're insane, dude. You're insane. It's not a true story. It's not a true story. Then what? Then how to? All right, we're not having this discussion. That's not. No, that is.
Dude, science is always a freaking should be, maybe, bring it whatever the hell.
Yeah, there's theories.
Yes. Yeah, but theories don't always work out.
No, they don't.
And they're always wrong more than right. It's a true story.
Well, I mean,
and I heard this from a scientist, by the way.
Yeah, well, okay. So you're saying
science is more wrong than right because sometimes when they think they're right,
so as opposed
they always
to
afterwards they find out they're wrong, and this is right, and also they find out, oh man, we're right. We thought we were right, but now we're
okay.
right.
I see what you're saying because
no. Science is always more wrong.
You're talking about like
no. What I'm saying is science is wrong.
experimentation.
Science is more wrong than right. Always. This is
well, yeah,
story.
because they got to try like so many different things to. Yeah. All right, I see what you're saying. I thought you were going somewhere different with this.
Science is more wrong than right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I thought you were going some.
Well, in a technical sense,
Yeah,
yes,
you're right.
Yes, because what they previously believed changes.
Yes. I see what you're saying now.
Like that one time, bloodletting and leeches was considered medical physician treatment.
Right. Which we now know is probably not the best way
and then it moved on to antibiotics. But then we now know that.
I know what you're saying.
But then we now know that antibiotics, if you take them too often, is bad too. So you can't overdo the antibiotic. Everything changes. Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now I see. Yeah. At first, when he first, I didn't compute what he was saying. But yes. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah. And I'm sure that nowadays science is probably less wrong than it was, say, 100 years ago. Yeah. Because they have more ways of figuring out what's right and what's wrong.
There's specific methods.
Yeah. Well, because they've learned from previous mistakes and,
As long as they don't take orders from the Illuminati.
Well, they might.
Up top.
They might.
As we know.
Yes.
That's the problem.
No, I see what you're saying now. I wasn't computing how you were.
Yeah, like they find like.
Yeah, you're right. Because there's been like, if there's like, let's say through time, there's been a million. We're just throwing a number out. Say there's been a million scientific studies through time. Yeah, the majority of them are wrong.
Well,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They find out this is wrong, and then this is wrong, and this is wrong,
and then right.
That's what I'm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, like with that sports science thing that I watched on PBS, like they showed the whole like Verlander's motion. And like I've watched and this when I watched this was in 2008, 2007, 2008, and Zumaya was already hurt. and they were like,
Yeah, so might last a half a year here or something.
yeah,
like that.
yeah. I mean, they tried to bring him back a few times, but I was like, but I watched, and then I started watching other pitchers. I started watching other style, and the one thing about Verlander, now obviously Verlander's older now. He's like 38, but one thing about him that was big was that he didn't work out. He didn't lift weights. He didn't do curls. It wasn't about arm strength. He did all core training, and he was adamant about it. Like
And,
he squatted like 600 fucking
legs
pounds.
too. Yeah, he did legs. Yeah.
It was all legs and core.
because when you pitch, it's all about legs. It has nothing to do with arm.
But
Was he all lips and hips?
and then like his first injury, it was a core injury. As he got older, he had to have surgery. It wasn't anything major. But this last time he had to have Tommy John. That's normal. People don't realize that Tommy John's normal now.
No, totally normal nowadays.
Now,
You can recover.
It's not normal.
Everybody has it.
It shouldn't be normal for a 23 or 24-year-old guy.
No, everybody
but for
has
a
it now.
37-year-old guy who's pitched 20 fucking years or more,
That's actually abnormal for a young, older guy to get it.
Yeah, I
Usually
mean,
it's younger.
But it is, but
Yeah.
it should be more normal for a guy to have it later in his life because he's done it so long,
Yeah, but a lot of younger
But
guys get it.
It
though.
seems that's what it seems like.
What's
it's
that
really
pitcher from the Nationals had it like when he fucking began?
Oh, Strasburg.
Strasburg. Yeah, he was young.
See, and a lot
Super
of
young, and he had to get it.
and that's the thing too. A lot of guys
And
that
he's
get
a
it,
badass pitcher too.
the guys that have to get it really young, like it actually a lot of times if you go to the right guy, it improves them because they've strengthened that whole area. They take a whole year to strengthen it, because they've learned.
if you go to the right guy like Jose Canseco and
Yeah.
I'm totally joking.
If you go to Jose,
Or the guy,
You guys know
That
what I'm talking
fucking
about.
guy.
or the guy Bo sent you to.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
you mean the
you go
guy-
to the right guy, man. You might get
Why is
the
he
right
always-
stuff.
Why does he always want to put a finger in our butt?
He checked my temperature, but both his hands were on my shoulders.
Stop talking about Michigan football.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, we're the media now. We can media it out.
But that-
Ohio State blows ass, and they're all pedophiles.
that is the one funny thing I read was that there were players that referred to why do we have to keep going to the doctor that sticks his finger in our butt every time? I was like, well, that doesn't sound really good.
Yeah,
that's
if you're
for sure.
50 years old.
That doesn't sound real good.
That's wrong.
that's how they used to check your temperature, man. That's cool.
No, man.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's about
Dude, Lieutenant Colonel
Just let it
Eaton-
go. Let it go.
Hey, Lieutenant Colonel Eaton called in and fucking talked. That was fucking cool as shit, man. My old platoon leader.
That was
He's a bad mofo, too. He's cool. He's bad mofo. He was an Army Ranger for years. He was an E6 Army Ranger.
yeah.
And he decided to become a fucking goddamn freaking officer.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. Because
So
he said
he was the E6.
He's like,
The
what,
E6,
20?
You're a staff sergeant, Army fucking Ranger, staff sergeant, badass motherfucker. He goes, I want to be an officer and lead instead.
and he said what? He's 24 years now. He's been in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he said he was like what 44,
Guys,
45.
guys,
Well,
I-
I've been out since 06.
guys.
So
I don't mean to cut you off,
what? The guy's
but
badass.
but he is very badass. But the Honorable Darth Arrow from the Portside Rogues is just.
Who the fuck's that?
He's a friend of mine.
Okay,
He's a-
hands up to you. You're badass too.
He's a friend of mine. He's Darth Arrow. No, Bob.
Darth Arrow.
Bob, you're into the you played a lot of that the Star Wars game and the
Oh my
original-
God, are you kidding me? Yes. All Star
What
Wars
was that game
games.
called? This is a Sith. This is
Knights of the Republican, Knights of the Old Republic, 1 and 2 are the greatest fucking video games ever, and I am a fucking Lord Warmonger, and I was the baddest too.
So I would encourage all our listeners and viewers to
Lord Warmonger.
to check out the honorable Darth Arrow and his Portside Rogues. That's his.
Dude, I was such a badass. I used to walk into a room full of all freaking Swiss
let me finish.
and kill them all with
I'll let you talk for short. Stop.
Force lightning, man. All of them. Force lightning.
You
Shut up.
notice he doesn't stop. He just gets louder than you
Shut the
until he
fuck
finishes.
up.
I do it on purpose.
All right. So the Honorable Darth Arrow, his channel on all social media is Port Side Rogues. Check him out. All right, Bob, you can talk about yourself for another million years.
Yeah.
So I am a very depressed, drinking motherfucker.
Oh, you were the king.
And
of
one day I will kill
the Star
myself.
Wars.
So there.
You're not going to do that.
What about the Star Wars now? You were.
Knights of the Old Republic
and Darth Arrow says hands down one of the best games too. Agreed.
No, honestly, the freaking Knights of the Republic, great video games. Awesome.
Yeah, it sounds
1
like
and 2 are amazing. I love them. Dude, I was so powerful in the dark side. I would walk into a room and just force lightning like 20 Sith Lords and kill them all. Because I was a badass Sith Lord. And oh, by the way, I was like Darth Warmonger or something like that. I think my name was
Darth Warmonger.
Yeah, I was badass.
I thought you said Lord.
Lord Warmonger.
Lord
Warmonger.
Warmonger.
Yeah, I think it was Lord. I think it was Lord.
I think you should have been Lord Monger.
No, I was Lord Warmonger.
It would have rolled off the tongue better.
No, I think it was Lord Warmonger. That's my name, not Darth.
I'm Lord Backfat. It's me.
I'm not a Lord.
You don't have back fat though.
I'm not a Lord. of anything.
I have muscle in there.
No, you have a fucking big back, but I'm just
My
wondering if you
neck.
could take me on.
Not now, no.
Bring it on.
I can't
Let's
fucking.
go.
I can't breathe.
Wrestle.
I'm not wrestling anybody, you fucking idiot. Fucking, I'll have a heart attack.
I don't want to mess it on. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared of a heart attack. I could wrestle a chair and fucking have a heart attack. Fucking incredibly old and fat. I'm not wrestling shit.
Do you want a beer?
You keep saying this incredibly
Want a
old
shot?
thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I don't find myself old. I know I'm like pushing 50, but I don't consider myself old.
Well,
I feel kind of old, but
you were Methuselah. You were the honorable elder of this council.
right. But I don't feel very old.
You don't feel it though.
Hey,
I heard. I mean, there's definitely physical ailments that
Hey, I'm just wondering about the listeners. What's your favorite beer?
Favorite?
Chime in. I want to hear your favorite beer.
What's your favorite beer, Darth?
Yeah, I want to know
Tell
what
us.
what do you drink? I'm just wondering.
Or anybody.
If you do have a favorite beer or beers,
Well,
it's fine.
Darth did say though that the Fallen Order was a pretty good too. That was something he just wrote. So
Oh yeah, Fallen Order is good.
I don't know what that is. That's another
It's
Star
a
Wars
Sith
game.
thing. It's awesome. Love it.
And Sith is Star Wars. Yes, I know that.
Yeah,
So-
I'm a Star Wars guy.
So Darth does. You think you're a fucking Budweiser?
Okay,
All right,
Budweiser,
Dungeon.
okay.
All right, right on. Rum.
Rum.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I can
All right.
deal with rum.
All right. Now Darth. when you-
Captain Morgan
now,
or what?
Darth and his homeboys get together, and they do fucking actual duels, like legit.
Like what?
Like they take the
They beat the shit out of each other, or is it
Well,
like video game stuff?
Yeah, they got lightsabers.
No, they
and-
take the sabers and physically.
Oh, that's awesome. Those guys are cool. Wow.
You would say that, you nerd.
No, I would totally yes. That's cool.
So Darth, I gotta give you a little credit. To me, it seemed a little off-putting or weird, but this is the toughest guy I know. He could beat me up easily.
No, I can't. He's lying.
But
this size is back.
But
his
he
arms.
but he gives you credit because he says like.
No, they're cool, man.
These guys do tumbling shit, like they flip around.
Yeah, I took my son that
my own head
you
off.
know Andrew that passed away from cancer. I took him and my other son to the actual things that they were doing, tumbling and
right on,
stuff. And yeah, those guys are badass, man. They were teaching Andrew and Alexander how to do lightsaber stuff, double bladed, single bladed, double fisted. All that cool stuff, and I just sat there like I want to do it.
I watch a lot of.
I'm a parent. I can't do it, but I really want to do it. But people make fun of me. But I really want to do it, so I went and did it anyways.
You did it, okay?
Damn
cool.
right, Dad. Fuck
So
it. Are
see,
you kidding
that's
me?
the thing. So
Are you kidding me?
This
Yeah, it
is-
was right there in the Roseville Theater, the Roseville Library.
So the
And hey, hold on. Ben Tilley and his wife was there with her kids too. when it happened.
dude, I'm surrounded by all you dorks.
Name dropping.
You guys all love it. You love it. No, seriously, it's cool because.
Sorry,
But the
name drops.
I forgot.
the
Little joke.
no one's gonna care.
No one will.
I know.
No,
But
for real. Ben and his kids were there.
But I was doing my normal thing because I usually get
Jedi
mad.
training.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not athletic enough to be a Sith.
I'm a fucking Sith, dude. I have a Sith fucking mind frame.
So,
dude.
like, what?
I'm a fucking Darth Lord. Fuck shit up. Let's lightsaber shit and rule the fucking galaxy. That's me.
So I'm like Jabba the Hutt, like, hey, lay on me.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to rule everything. You're like, kind of like, make money then.
Get some,
Jabba the Hutt.
Dungeon craft. So, see, we're in here like.
And
Bob, are you ever going to let me talk?
Al, you just want to nail hot chicks, or you're Lando Calrissian, or
all right.
Okay.
I like you. Well, plus Billy D, man, he did Colt 45 commercials and stuff.
Hey, we could do
He's
that.
like smooth.
Hey, our generation could do that, but the generation now can't do that. White Claw.
What's his name? Darth
Arrow.
Darth Arrow. He said he got some guys out like 2 hours ago doing full flips on camera.
Holy shit! Let's see it.
Sweet.
Now is that?
Dungeon says he's more of a Black Ops guy. We can't get a following among the masses, but content creators like us. So we're like, what are we like? What's the band that like musicians like? What's that fucking nerd band?
Weezer?
No.
No.
Dream Theater.
Dream Theater.
The people don't like us, but content creators like us.
all the musicians love Dream Theater, but like fans don't.
Yeah. So we're like Dream Theater for content creators.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, dude, I don't like 16 fucking minute songs with fucking 17 solos in it.
With
broke my heart.
with zero repeats.
Yeah, with zero repeats. Right.
Every line is a fucking.
I need. So is this thing that Darth Arrow does? Is that like LARPing?
I don't know if you could. No. Well, LARPing.
I'm kind of don't know.
Well, the true nature of LARPing would be a bunch of people get together and they line up and they do a battle. So it's like 100 of these against 100 of them. But what he does is more duelist.
Oh, okay.
So he told me, Darth Arrow, Bob, what are you doing to my shit?
He is knocking.
Stop breaking my shit!
Those beautiful Shure microphones are taking a beating right now. It's a good thing that they're concert quality Shure microphones.
No, you can't break a Shure. You cannot break a Shure. Don't worry about it. But anyway, so
the other way.
So the duelist, their thing is, yeah, I can tell.
No,
so
I didn't. No.
So
full contact dueling, it's close to fencing.
So the duelist, like, they challenge an individual, where a LARPer would be like part of a larger battle.
I got you.
So a LARPer would be like, "Hey, this is our clique. We got our 100 versus your 100. Make sure the numbers are close," and then they hash it out.
But it sounds to me like this.
But a duelist. He told me the other day. The Honorable Darth Arrow told me. He called out a general or one of their top guys. He called out like a top guy from another top guy, and he wouldn't do it. The other guy wouldn't step. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you call out a person, like individual. So
right.
But where LARPing is an agreed upon thing. We're all meeting at this park on this day.
So it's like more maybe like staged, like
but a duel is more of a point combat agreed upon thing.
It sounds like it's physical too, like they actually.
Oh yeah, you got to be in shape.
Where
you just can't.
Is LARPing like that or no? It's just more like,
LARPing.
It's more like acting and
LARPing is probably more what I would do because like you bring your beer and everybody hangs out.
Gotcha.
And like, okay, we're gonna do. LARPing is a civil War reenactment.
Yes, that's LARPing.
Think of a Civil War reenactment.
Right.
That's LARPing.
I got you.
But but what he's doing, a duelist thing, is more like I'm faster and better than this dude. 1-on-1, you and me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I like that. That's
you and
cool.
me, motherfucker. We're gonna fence. I want to prove to you that you're all the people that follow you on your channel and think that you're good. I'm better than you.
He kind of like pointed like by saying fencing, you know, I mean, because that's like fencing. They're you know, they're fighting each other. You know?
Now, Dungeon, I do stream video games. I do it on my personal name because it binds up our shit and it screws up my. I'm kind of a boomer, and I mess up our feed when I do it. Like, because I'll play and it only goes on Twitch through my Xbox, so it screws up everything. Our categorization, and because we want to be just chatting, not Gears of War 5. And you guys can follow me at Lord Death Spit. Lord Death Spit, one name.
And
It's not a Lord Despot, two names. Lord Despot, one name. And I'm on Twitch.
Dungeon. I don't stream games because I don't know what that is because I haven't played a game since 1994.
We're gonna get Al into some games eventually.
Yeah,
we're gonna get him in.
But other than when you and your sister and I played the Wii several years ago, that was the only video game I had played since 1994, and that was Sega Genesis, NBA Jams.
Okay.
You know.
Darth says, unlike LARP, we have higher grade gear and we can get injured.
Yeah,
see, that's the difference.
That's why. Yeah,
so it's more of a thing.
It's that's what I meant. It's like a physical. There's a physicality to it, and and higher grade gear too. Yeah.
Yeah, you get fucked up.
So
you can't go do a duel.
That's cool.
Without getting.
I would actually like to go and see something like that.
So Darth.
Not participate.
Darth, do you? I know you live up in the county north of us. Do you want to come in here? Do you want to be a part of what we're doing? Or do you want me to call you? We can do it either way. But you can drive down here. We do a 9 to midnight, or we can call you. We can do the call, or you can physically be here and explain your position to the masses.
Yes.
What you do.
Because we do have a gigantic following.
We have legions
in Brazil.
Follows. In Brazil. Oddly enough.
And India.
Our following is shit. You can come down, okay? Good.
Here we
come down.
Here we have 8 people.
Okay.
In Brazil.
Think about where you work, Darth. We're about 3 miles north of where you work. You're right in. So you get the freeway's right here. It takes you right to where you live. We're closer to the freeway than your work. So you're good there.
Yes.
And
okay.
No, the Honorable Darth is from the county north of here.
Yes. I'm sure once the show's over, you'll fill me in a little.
So follow the Port Side Rogues.
Yes, the Port Side Rogues.
Bet. So Dungeon, what do you mean bet?
That's what, because you told him that you do stream under your. That's Jay's.
I know who he is.
His dad's word. His dad loves to say bet.
Okay, right on.
Bet.
Slayer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab another beer.
Yeah, I got you.
So you guys,
we got about 8 minutes left of it.
We got a few more minutes. I'm gonna get a beer, and we'll close the show out.
I'll get you a beer.
All right, get it. Thank you.
Retrieve.
Yeah. I was gonna get you a beer, sir. I'm gonna get. It's gonna be real good.
Oh, no.
Or thank you.
I don't think we're racist now.
They don't get it. It's a fucking joke.
Yes.
It's a fucking joke.
We
It's CRT white version, I guess.
Yes, that is his name.
M gay. That is the name that your dad gave me.
And ever since then, from the day I got my first fucking cell phone and put Michael's first number in there, it's been M gay ever since.
Is it really?
You're the one you've always had the same cell phone number, haven't you?
I've had the same. Well,
or pretty much.
Like
well,
70,
the reason
72 or something like that.
Like no. Well,
well, don't give it out on the air.
No.
Bob!
No, I'm not giving it out. I want to see.
He's just trying to talk here.
I can't remember his now because we've had.
I'm glad you can't remember because you give it out.
Well, I'll remember your old one. Hold on. See the same one.
Old one.
Bob, yes. I've had the same one for 1,000,000 years.
Yep. That is his cell phone for 1,000,000 years. Yes, I just looked it up. Yes.
Pen. So that's my name.
I remember yours by heart because people don't remember cell phones by heart no more.
I only know a few of them.
So real
Yep,
quick
that's yours.
before we go, because we're about to sign off. I want Darth. You can come down here, and Dungeon Andrew. I want you to come down here, or up here.
Yeah.
Because you guys are both content creators and you have your own thing going. And we'll talk about you as we had with the great and awesome Lieutenant Colonel that came on earlier. We want to have guests.
Yes.
Oh, one thing. I have one thing to say.
Yes.
I always remember your phone number because I was on Iraq, and I remember everybody's phone numbers, and I've called you a million times when I was in Iraq.
Yep.
I've always remembered it. And swear to God, same number.
Dude, I'm grandfathered in with such a great price on my cell phone because I've been with them so long.
No, I always remembered your phone number for heart.
That me, my parents, and my extra phone that I don't even use for anything, it was cheaper to take a fourth phone.
Yeah.
And it's like I pay nothing for cell phone service.
Yeah, right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So we're going to get Andrew here from Dungeon Craft 113.
Andrew, okay.
And I want you here with your lightsabers. Absolutely, Darth.
Oh my God, I want to fight you with lightsabers.
You're gonna bring 'em.
Beat me up. I
Bring
don't care.
lightsabers. Bring lightsabers.
Dude, I'm a Sith Lord. Bring me a fucking red one, or I have to find my sons.
The Honorable Darth.
Yes.
Darth.
here.
Yeah,
Bring
I'm a
lightsabers.
Sith. I'm a Sith, total Sith. Fucking
And-
goddamn Jedis.
So we're gonna finish it out, dude.
Okay.
Yes.
Pick a song. What do you want to close the show out with?
Oh shit.
It doesn't matter.
Domination.
By Pantera.
Yep. It just came in my head just now.
All right.
That's fine.
Domination by Pantera.
Domination.
No, I mean seriously, it's like
On the only
domination
true
came in my head.
Radio Underground.
See you
I'm
later.
Will
This
Allen,
is
and we're signing off for the
Warmonger. Warmonger says bye.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We are Radio Underground. Follow us.
Sign it off.
RadioUnderground.co, not .com.co. Thank you very much. Radio Underground.
All right.
Agony is the price that you pay in the end. Domination consumes you and calls you a friend. It's a twisted fall. Binds your life, steal and manipulates the will to be. And it's hard to see how soon we forget when there's nothing else left to destroy. It's a useless play. Your eyes will see the dawn of the day and the legend of the wall. Those words that stare into your soul as you consume your will. It's domination.
Kurt recorded a song, Didn't Want to Be a Rock Star, and it happened, and he was
Living hell. Oh, domination.
recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground.